There's no obstacle that you cannot overcome, no problem that you cannot solve, and no goal that you cannot achieve by applying your mind to your situation.
Go on and
I love it. I love it. Say good morning, Kiki.
Morning, Kiki. Good morning, Kiki. Good morning, Kiki. I mean,
if you see us sitting here, it must be Monday.
It's motherfucking Monday morning. Good morning. Wake your asses up. Get your coffee, get your tea, get whatever the fuck you need to get your morning started. But let's get this shit cracking. Let's
what about my grandma's raggedy eggs? Whatever you
your grandma's raggedy eggs, you know your grandma used to make them raggedy ass eggs. You know what I mean?
No
dry
cheese.
ass eggs, no cheese,
They was
no nothing,
hard.
man. Like what the fuck was going on? Yo, y'all see we got somebody in the studio with us this morning. Y'all know what it is. My man OT, welcome to the show, bro. Welcome to the show. It's good to have you here.
Thanks
you know
for
what I mean?
popping in.
Thanks
We
for
got
having us, brother.
So look, so today, y'all, we putting y'all listeners in the hot seat this morning.
Yes, sir.
We putting y'all listeners in. This show is about y'all. You know what I mean? We're gonna fire y'all up. We're gonna have a great show for you today. Just hold on. Kiki.
Yes, sir.
How was your
sir.
fucking week, yo?
My week was dope. My weekend, sorta. It's cold. It's cold. And I'm from Michigan. It's cold out this joint. Like I walked out this morning and you see what I got? My feet are even out. Look, I got my toes out.
You wilding. You definitely wilding.
Because I didn't check the what's the name this morning.
Oh, it was like when I was looking at leaving my house, it was like it's 36 degrees. I said, what the fuck? Yo, so you want to talk about cold?
Yeah.
I finally realized why we needed heated gear when we ride motorcycles. Let me tell you why. You know what I mean? Like, yo, nigga, my whole lower half extremities was frozen. I felt like I was shooting spermicles, man. Spermicles, man. I couldn't, my neck was frozen, dog, and shit was freezing out there. Yo, what's his name this morning? What's his name this morning?
Baby wipes. Sorry.
It's Baby Wipes?
Baby wipes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shit, damn it, man.
MC Baby Wipes.
MC Baby Wipes?
Because he's control. MC Baby Wipes.
All right, so, yo, Baby Wipes, how was your weekend, man?
Well,
Then you
good
got
morning.
well.
Good morning.
It was busy, so I was working a lot. So
That's what's
You
up.
was posting a lot, bro. And I was like, damn, I got to keep up with you.
Yeah,
I
man.
thought I post a lot. I got to keep up with you.
I don't post like you do. Let's put it that way. It takes a lot for your posts, and especially I like to keep my Instagram. So
I've been lucky. I've been lucky.
Yes, especially the last pictures.
Look,
Yeah,
I've been
just-
lucky.
She
Come
didn't
on
break the, she didn't break the internet. Oh, shit.
Guess
Oh, we got more guests
Come
for
on.
y'all. We got
Come
more
on.
guests coming in this
Come
joint.
on.
Y'all gonna see what this
Put your
joint is
ass in
all
the seat,
about.
why don't you?
Come on in, ladies.
on.
Make
Put your
yourself
stuff- you can lay your stuff
comfortable.
over there.
Put your stuff
Put your stuff
down
over there.
as we greeting each other this morning.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Oh,
Come
shit.
on. Take your coat off. Stay a while.
Yeah, please.
You?
know what I mean? Because
Stay a while.
we gonna get into some shit real soon as these ladies get settled. We getting into some things. Good morning, T Mac. How you doing, boo? It's good to see you.
Hi, the
You know what I mean?
beautiful, the
Yeah,
highest
yes.
the biggest acclaim. Oh, wait a minute.
Look,
Hold on.
everybody, I didn't get the memo. I didn't get the memo.
I didn't get there yet. But we.
I didn't get the memo. You know what I mean? Y'all, we just told y'all on the show about that been there, done that gear, man. You see them rocking the gear. You see them rocking the gear. You know what I mean? We gonna get to that because the owner's right here, but we gonna rap with him later about that.
Appreciate
You know what I mean? So, Kiki,
Yes.
y'all won a football game yesterday. Y'all Cowboys
We won
fans
a football game
Wait,
yesterday.
Yay, Redskins.
Nigga.
Where my bell at?
I was just saying, yeah, we gotta find your bell first. There you go. You know what I mean? Y'all won. We won. It's Victory Monday. I didn't know what that was like. You know what I
I'll
mean? But we
take that,
won
man.
and we lost. The Washington football team won and lost, man. You know what I mean? Chase Young out for the rest of the year. A lot of injuries. You know what I mean? That kind of hurt. Ravens.
I had a message to deliver to you, sir.
Oh, you got a message for him?
from
What the
Mr.
fuck?
Coleman.
Oh, what's?
Mr. Coleman said to tell you that y'all ain't no better than we are. Y'all, what I send you? Whatever I forwarded you. He was like, blah, blah, blah.
Really?
To that you say what?
My reply was, okay.
Just okay.
I mean, it again. Before you guys came out, I saw the highlights of the
You didn't
game.
get spicy with him?
It's
That was my spice. That was my spice. It was like, okay, mind you, it's. I mean, we lead our division, so okay, it's a loss. We'll learn from it and build from there. Okay.
What's up?
Redskins, though.
I mean,
Redskins,
these niggas
though.
played a hell of a
Washington
game.
football
Like,
team,
you
we
know,
don't
they-
discriminate.
Sorry, the football
you know what I mean?
team, though.
I mean, can we get that? Can we get that performance every week?
No,
It's-
unless you face in Tampa.
you know what I mean? Unless you
That's
face
what
the
I
Tampa,
do. I'm
then
gonna
you
let you
can-
introduce yourself.
but can we get that performance? Can we get that type of football game every week? And that's not the case. It's not gonna happen.
So, I assume that I'm the only non-Washington football team supporter here, correct?
yeah, you.
So
you're
to
a
our
Cowboys.
supporters-
I mean,
I'm another.
You and I. So to our others, y'all want to speak on this? Y'all want to?
I agree with Tone. They have
You got to say who you are first, cause
I'm Nikki.
Hello, Nikki.
Hi, how you doing? I agree with Tone. They haven't been playing well at all, and they always wait till after the second half and act stupid.
Yeah.
With the ball, all types of fouls.
was this
It's
game
been a
like?
horrible football team.
Was this a bigger win for y'all because it was Tom Brady that y'all was playing? Like y'all taking that higher than what it should be, or is
Nah,
just another game?
it's
y'all-
another
W.
game.
It's a W.
It's a W. You know what I mean? Now Hinkle, he takes it as that's just like playing against the Mecca or something like that,
Yes,
and beating on the
that's
Mecca.
that was the scuttlebutt
that's
yesterday.
his opinion, and he's entitled to that. But yo, can I get that same performance every week? If you could give me that same type of performance every fucking week, we would have it. We would be a better football team, but we're not. So don't get hyped up. Listen, Washington fans, I get it. I love y'all, man. But I'm telling you right now, we're not a good football team. You know what I mean? And that'd probably be it. Uh-oh, the mic is something's wrong with the mic.
Don't you hate when the mic don't work?
Got speaking to the mic.
You got speaking to the mic? Did the mic go limp?
only one I got a
Not that
whole
one. That one's okay. You know what I mean?
My mic
That was okay.
Yeah, is this thing on?
Okay,
Yo.
Come
Come
on.
on.
Beautiful. This is my best friend. My beautiful best friend. Got something to say? What's your name?
About Redskins?
I don't know. What's your name?
Oh, I'm T-Mac. And I don't really have anything to say about Redskins because, I mean, I'm down with the home team. I don't really expect them to win, but I'd be happy when they do.
Facts.
I love it.
Very well put. Very well put.
OT,
Yeah.
speak on it.
I'm with T-Mac, man. I'm so used to us being trash that I don't be disappointed and I don't be overly excited when we win on none of that. I'm just down with the home team. That's it. I'm riding all the way.
That's facts.
Okay.
There it is. Okay. So, Ravens. Those Ravens. You know what I mean? Because I really didn't get into it with them. I mean, how bad was that? Y'all lost to Miami, and that was in a horrible fashion. So, you know what I mean, help me understand that. As your team, you always break it down and keep it gutted with me. What happened, man?
Dolphins figured certain things out as some of the roughly towards the second half. They put 7 in a box, which pretty much prevents Lamar or any of the running game to really execute properly.
Yeah.
The defense has always been suspect, especially with the amount of injuries we've had. So certain blown coverage and things of that nature. And, you know, mind you, with some of the wins that we've had, especially the ones that are the comebackers, we left out of where the defense hold down. But overall, we got to.
I've heard that before.
So overall, I think we had the game was winnable until the referee reversed that catch by Mark Andrews, which none of the highlights showed again because he caught that pass.
Okay.
And the referees, the way I see it is like, instead of reversing a call, if you can't see it, don't reverse it. Just say it's inconclusive. We can't tell, and it is what it is on the field. But no, they reversed it, which was stupid. And
Okay.
from that point on, it was downhill from there.
So here's my I'm sorry, Kiki. Is it possible that y'all will be exposed for the rest of the season now?
We've been exposed. I've seen it for a while. So the commentators were saying is like, our defense is, below standard, which is, as like I've known for a while. So, I mean, we're just holding on, and our offense is scoring points, so which has been key and beneficial. But in the end, it's like if you want to win championships, defense will help win championships. And so far, it is what it is. That's how I see it.
Okay. Yeah, that's what up.
So yes, Mr. Coleman. That's why I said okay.
What do you say?
I don't know. I didn't see what Mr. Coleman said. I didn't even know if Mr. Coleman was on here or not this morning. Didn't see him.
All of our guests, feel free to take these phone stands and stitch your phone here, and you can log into the app.
And follow their comments. So this way y'all can see people comment and some
Tell
things.
T-Mac, don't say anything. Just sit there and smile.
Oh,
Nikki,
wow. Really? All right.
Tap the mic, Nikki.
So,
Really quickly before we get started, I just got a text message sent that Down and Dirty's 41st anniversary, the Mother Chapter party. I can't see the date. Can you, T-Mac? I ain't got the glasses on. I don't think it's no. January 2022. We want to throw that out there very quickly and very early.
grab your tickets. Get your funky ass there.
You know a Down and Dirty member, holla at them.
Okay, y'all. So, you know what I mean? We got the versus thing going on tonight. Who y'all taking? You taking 3-6 or you taking Bone Thugs?
666 for me.
OT, who you rocking with on that one, bro?
I'm going to have to go with 3-6.
Okay.
I don't really feel Bone Thugs like that.
You never did? No. Not never?
I ain't with all that.
Yo, that's how y'all feel?
They flowed, and they was cute.
I'm gonna tune in. I'm gonna watch the joint tonight. Was it tomorrow night or tonight?
It is
tomorrow night. I think it's tomorrow night. Don't quote me on that. I gotta be 100% sure, but I know when it comes on, I'm definitely watching it. Yo, I have all these people in the studio. I can't hold back no more. Let's get straight to the business.
Yes, I'm missing
Let's get
one
straight
person.
to the business.
I'm missing one person, and when I holler at you, my nigga, I'ma holler at you, my nigga.
Oh,
Supposed to have had 2 guys here.
she gonna
but
holler at you.
I'ma holler at you. You know I'ma holler at you too.
All right. So,
But
we got questions, y'all. We got questions, and we gonna get answers today. God damn it, we gonna have answers today.
yes.
All right, ladies, you ready for this? T-Mac, you ready for this? You ready? You ready for this? I know OT is. OT. I know OT. OT is really. See, we were supposed to be. You know what I mean? Look,
Just hold it down, bro.
he gonna do that. I know
I got
he
a
is.
disclaimer and a caveat.
Okay.
I asked these people to be here because these people are truth tellers. These people, the honesty that they hold and how they run their life and how they answer questions and how they put themselves out here is why they are here. They don't get sidetracked by bullshit. I've never seen them. If y'all do, please don't let me see it. But they don't get sidetracked by BS. They're true, and they're in their spirit, and it's just they genuine. This is why they're here. And the stuff that we're asking today, it needed that. It calls for that same true spirit. So you guys were handpicked.
Definitely. You was the first male pick. The first off the top of the head. Yep, this is right for him. So listen here. These people here, and you may not, some of y'all out there may not agree with their opinions, but we don't. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? And they damn sure don't. So, you know what I mean? But this is what it's about, you know what I mean? Some conversation. So, Kiki, you want to start off with them? Why not? Yeah, you can start off with them.
You can start off.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so.
All right, yeah, here she goes.
What you nervous about?
Don't be nervous. You can eat. Go ahead and eat. You can eat.
You want me to start off, Kiki?
You can start off.
Okay,
these are our listeners. These people in the hot seat. So y'all being watched and y'all being commented on. So let's get it.
All right, so here we go. Is it a bad idea for a woman to actively pursue a man, aka by being chased, stalking him? You know how that is.
And I want everybody around to answer.
Yeah,
It's always a bad idea to be a stalker.
But you're actively pursuing this man. You like this man, and you feeling this man.
Stalker.
Well,
You did afterwards.
I said,
You did
AKA stalk. What's that?
Chase.
Chased.
Chase.
We're gonna use. Oh, that's a friendly word to use.
Chase. So we.
I don't think there's anything wrong with showing interest in a guy, but I'm not chasing anyone.
I was just about to say the same thing. No chasing.
Where's the line for chasing and actively pursuing someone?
Yes.
Let me ask you, since you're a man.
I think it's a difference from pursuing and chasing somebody. I think pursuing is letting the person know, like, hey, I'm interested in you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I see you, hey, we can go out sometime. I think chasing is a little bit creepish. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be in every spot she at. You know, doing a little too much. You know what I mean? I think that's just too much. So I think pursuing somebody and chasing, I think, is a big difference.
Okay.
I agree. I'm in agreement with that.
What?
So, okay, go ahead, Kiki.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
What is, because times have changed now in 2021, men are not really actively actively pursuing women. So is there a line between actively pursuing and chasing?
I think they still actively pursue. What they want may be different than what it was before. I can speak for myself. I get actively pursued, but it ain't for nothing long term.
You ever been chased?
Yes.
Stalked.
Yes.
All of the above.
Tree box.
Tree box?
Damn.
What is tree box?
What is that?
Tell
Can
them
you
what tree box
explain
is,
what that is, please?
Tree boxing is when you are kind of ignoring a person, and you probably been tree boxed too. But when you pull up
I've been the victim of tree box.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
what
When
she's
you pull up at home, they sitting outside waiting for you to get out your car and all that stuff.
Oh, whoa. That's a stalker.
No, it's
Really?
It's stalking. Tree boxing is different. Stalking, most of the time, stalking occurs from a person that maybe you rejected or you wasn't in a relationship with.
Yep.
Right? Tree boxing is a form of stalking, but usually is if I'm in a tiff with you, you my boyfriend, I'm not talking to you right now. I can't make a move. Sort of like how you said, everywhere I go, you there. But you was my boyfriend though. It's a difference.
Oh. Okay, so this.
Like we was
stalkerish.
It's stalkerish, but tree boxing is when somebody's outside the tree, sitting outside the tree in front of your house, waiting for you to get home.
But if he your man, do he not have a right
Listen,
But if y'all arguing,
if I say
I
I'll,
be there.
no,
You're trying to communicate.
Okay,
with you
so
and
let me say this. I had my own experience with tree boxing several times. Okay,
shit.
and
Yes, you have.
Okay, go ahead.
Several times.
Oh, damn.
but the thing is when you're trying to get away from a person. Like I was literally at a party and the person would not leave me alone. I had to go get a police officer to try to make him leave me alone. And when I left the party, before I got home, he was outside my house.
With all his shit in the car. No, that wasn't that time, was it?
No, that wasn't that time.
Oh,
It was
sorry.
another time.
You need to come with a fucking disclaimer. That's you know what it is. You need to have a disclaimer.
Yo, morning, Rick. Wow, I'm lost behind that. Tree boxing, y'all. It's a real thing. If you hear it now, you already hear. Now you will hear about it. It's tree boxing. Niggas, they got a new label for y'all, nigga. Y'all tree boxing. Can a woman tree box a man?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it can go either way.
According to her description, it definitely can happen.
So let's say, because I made a post the other day about this men going in your inbox and y'all not responding. And you know what I mean? And he inboxed you 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Just trying to get your attention. Is that, do y'all consider that?
Pursuing.
That's actively pursuing, but is that like stalkerish to y'all? You know what I mean? Or do you know what I mean?
I don't consider
Or
that
leave 'em all
stalkerish unless you saying some other stuff.
Okay.
The way I may feel. my,
Inappropriate.
yeah, but the good mornings and all that. Yeah, I have to admit that I do ignore a lot of those.
Good morning, beautiful.
Because most of the time, a person who's saying that to me, we've already had a conversation, and anybody who knows me knows most of the time I'm in a relationship.
Yeah.
So if I tell you that that's where I'm at, we're not going to continue to have this everyday dialogue. We just not.
Yeah, because it's you being open and honest. Like, yo, I'm in a relationship, and at that point, somebody should respect that. But I guess people feel comfortable because they can still pursue. You know, some people give them conversation, even though they're in a relationship, so they get comfortable with that type of behavior. You know,
now,
it's crazy.
the reason why this question came up is because I had a conversation with someone, and a gentleman said, late 30s, early 40s ish, said that it is tacky for a woman to pursue a man, that the way life goes and the way it always has been is that the chase, it should be the woman that is being pursued. The woman should never pursue the man. I don't know, and I didn't know what era but he said right now it's tacky. That's the word he used.
Nah, that's bullshit.
It's expressing interest. Pursue. I don't. Because some guys will never approach a woman because of whatever their idea of that woman. Like maybe they feel like they just can't, and the whole time the woman like them.
I think it's bullshit. Like I love an aggressive woman, and I love a woman that she don't have to be tacky, she don't have to be thirsty or none of that. But I love a woman that'll let you know, like, yeah, I see you, Slim. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And now that opens up the door. Well, it used to open up the door for me. It used to open up the door for at least a conversation. And at least knowing, okay, she's available. She just like feeling me. Let's go out. Let's have some conversations.
But is that the same as her, hey, and all up on you, and I want you, and all in your ear, and...
It's how it's done and
too.
when it's
Right,
done.
right.
I just love aggressiveness. So it's how it's done and when it's done. You know, like if it's appropriate time, like we're alone or you got that time you can say something, say what you got to say.
I am an aggressive woman.
I don't believe you.
I am.
I've never seen you aggressive.
You know what? I'm sitting here and I'm like, aggressive, Kiki?
I'm an aggressive woman. What the fuck? Yes.
What makes
when I
Kiki
like somebody, look, it might take me a while, but when I like, no, listen. I ain't gonna say, this is gonna sound so odd, right? When I like someone, I identify I do, and the tree boxing thing, really not, but I will sit back and watch this to see, what you got going on, and then I'm gonna holler at you. And once I say I like you, I'm in there. Like, and once you know, I'm in there. How
do you make it known to the person?
I let them know.
Like how? I'm that person right now. How do you do this?
I like you more than I think I should.
That what you say to him?
I tell them, I like you. And if
Just
and if I
straightforward. I like you more than I think I should.
I like you. Yeah. She has heard it first, though. She's heard it first.
But you said if you meet somebody, you build up to
That
it.
I
And
like.
then what I say? Tell
Yeah,
him.
to
She
build
said,
up.
tell him.
He said,
Yeah.
build up.
Yeah,
Have you ever
build
told
up to
someone
it. So right off the break, you see this guy, you like him, or you going right up to
I
him?
don't
be
know
like,
that you don't know that you like a person when you first see them. I'm
Okay.
saying it has to like okay. In my experience, the person that I usually like, I've seen them quite a bit, or I've been around them for a while, and it's like something
That
about
vibe,
them.
okay.
Yeah, and it's just like when I develop the idea that I like them, I then go straight to you. I let you know. What? I let them know.
But I think it's because it's more time.
I think it
in
depends
between
on who
versus
it
just the
is.
initial-
Because with us being friends, it's always this sort of thing. Like when you really like somebody, that you don't really want to say you
It's
like
different.
them because soon as you say that shit,
Niggas be acting funny.
it be acting.
How we be acting
Y'all
funny?
act
Like,
funny. That's
so
a-
come on, I always hear that.
It's not across the board,
Yeah.
not all,
But
but
I'm just-
but a
what-
lot of times this happens.
Okay.
It changes everything.
Yeah.
What do you
Soon as
mean?
you say
Is
you
it
like a
changes
nigga-
to the bad, or is it
Yeah,
changes
no,
to the good?
there
or-
are things. There's a switch up in the whole system once a person understands that you like them. I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's just my experience and just hers. We don't know. Have you experienced that
No.
before?
That was gonna- that's what's gonna be my
yes.
question.
No, yes. The energy changes. You know how you might speak to me or do things changes.
Okay.
Right.
They just make shit
different-
weird, mad
So
weird, yo.
the interaction with you is,
Yeah, it's not-
is
I'm-
like it was before.
Yeah, it's not as, lack of a better word, loose or free. Like
It's almost like a person
It's
will
attention.
call you and talk to you, blah, 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 and then maybe it's because you at the point where maybe you really like them more. Because you know the person who likes a person more is usually on the losing end of shit.
Always.
Always.
Okay.
So that's
Oh, damn, my fault.
You need to ring that bell. You need to ring that bell.
So look, Kiki, I think that approach was kind of abrasive, though.
What did I like?
You
it?
already come with a sense of bodaciousness.
I do not.
yes, you
Yeah,
do.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do.
So you already come. So you already come. You gotta think a guy's already. I'm not intimidated by no woman, but a guy may already be looking like, damn, you know what I mean? And then you come and kind of aggressive as hell. So my suggestion, not to you, just for women, it's ways to let us know that you like us. It's ways to flirt with us and make us look at you and be like, the fuck was that about? What's up with Kiki? You know what I'm saying? I think that approach will probably work a little better than that straight up.
I like you.
Yeah.
But then that's
Because they
what y'all were
already
talking about.
intimidated by you. People don't know
I
you.
think
how
that's
sweet you are.
after
Yeah, when they
the.
first meet Kiki, your demeanor, you're on the outside.
No, I
we know
think
you're a
that's like
beautiful
after
person.
the like eye contact or the like the
Yeah.
little, you know, whatever. Not like
I
walk
don't-
up to you and you ain't never talked to me before.
No.
Like,
not
Because
even
I'm
that.
gonna tell you something about women, right? Well, because I'm women, you kind of when you around someone that has your attention or has or piqued or intrigued you, you do kind of look more at OT to see if OT's looking at you.
Happens a
You
lot.
kind of slide by OT to see if OT likes to be slid by. You know what I'm saying? We just try to see if you're open. Cause like me and Tone, I don't pay this nigga no attention. Cause I don't like, and if so that wouldn't even register, right? But if I come in here one day, Tone, and be like, those are subtle ways.
No, there's subtle ways because you know, as an adult, you know.
And if you
when
allow me
somebody
to
is
do it-
changing and somebody likes you or not, or how they interact.
know
with
when a motherfucker
you know
like
what
you.
it is.
I don't,
get the
man.
vibe.
You what?
I swear to
Get
God.
fired.
I
But you
don't,
just said if she looking at you a certain
yeah, but it's
way
going
or
to take
flirting-
time to register with me. This is not a one-day type of experience.
Contradiction
You know what
of
I'm saying?
sorts.
No, it's not a one-day experience. I'm not telling you to do this like this is a one-day thing. Like I might see you out sometimes. Okay, all right. It may come past me, you know, she brushed up or whatever. She
The
Exactly.
consistency.
It's
It's
a
the
little bit.
consistency.
It's the
Like I'm
consistency.
consistently smiling at you. I'm
I
consistently.
don't see none of that shit. I don't see none of it.
Cause you know why? You're the aggressor.
Is that why?
Ding,
You're
ding,
the
ding, ding, ding.
aggressor. You're the aggressor.
I think for me, I have misread signs before.
I have.
You
I
kinda
definitely
like-
have. I definitely
I've
have.
misread shit a lot and thinking that somebody feeling me or they into me, but they wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
So now that shit, I don't see none of that. I had one woman twirl on it. What the fuck is you twirling your hair for? What that's supposed to mean? You answer me?
See, and a woman who twirls her hair would think that you would know that. So to ask it is
How
like,
would you know that? I didn't know that.
Pause,
I thought maybe because y'all
and
always
then if you
messing with
say,
your
what the
hair.
fuck is you
I'm
doing
about to say,
that
I'm
for?
always messing
Then
with
I
my hair,
back
so that's
up.
not
Exactly, so that's not true.
That's true for you,
me,
like
yeah,
playing in
for
your
me, it's
head,
not
talking
true.
to a guy.
Because I always do.
No,
I'm
but
always
it
on my
is a
heels.
way of flirting with someone. It's just a certain body language. I'm talking or whatever. But I personally, it's not really something that I do. But it is a known thing.
Not,
And if you come at a person
If you Google
like,
it,
what
it's
the
gonna
fuck?
say
Then you
it's
make a woman
flirting.
back up.
Okay, I mean, okay, so now I gotta pay attention to you ladies when y'all want to start dangling your hair talking to me. I'm gonna be like, oh, you flirting with me? What up, mama? What's happening?
I mean, sometimes you just try to make sure our weave not tangled.
Right. You
I
gotta
twirl
make sure
mine
that,
too much,
you know,
so I'm not
whatever.
gonna say that.
I miss all the
Too much.
signs.
So check this
You're
out.
the
So
exception. You got
But
curly hair.
I'll touch more when I'm talking to you or something. You know, like you said, it's little subtle things
Subtle
you can
things.
do.
But then if you do all that right, and he go, what the fuck is you touching me for? Does that now make you regress? Not make you recede a little? Like,
yeah,
like,
rejection.
okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't do
I'm
that.
But why
telling
would
you.
that be? If he is not paying that type of thing no mind, right?
Right.
And he's not paying it no mind that you're doing these little subtle things,
Right.
And now he's like, "The fuck is you doing, man? Go and get off me."
OT.
You feel some way?
Yeah, because why would I need to get up off you? Even if you didn't take it as me
But
flirting
he's not
with
looking
you,
at you like that.
why would he just be like, get up off me?
Huh?
Tweety said, OT, damn, you need the yes, no, or maybe so school letter.
I do.
Damn.
Gotta circle that drain like yes, like you like me, yes. Circle that drain.
But then you just said you didn't want somebody. You said you like aggressive, but then you told Kiki she was too aggressive.
So I'm saying I don't want
He wants
not right
definitive.
then and there. Like I'm saying,
yes,
like I
no.
see you today. I seen you at Black Tigers. I seen you at da da da. Then I'll start paying attention. But just coming straight out, especially if I don't know you, like
Yeah, but
I think
I
you got
defined
something.
that earlier that I wouldn't. That's not the way it is.
it wasn't
Like,
the initial.
it's some consistency for me. I will like. I ain't into hearting people's posts. I ain't into showing shit that way and
I don't
putting.
see none
I
of
don't
that
do
shit.
none of that. Like I get that all the time. I don't do that. You understand? But I feel like you know when a motherfucker like you. You know it.
not with them signs and shit y'all talking about, twirling hair and shit and all that.
Man, that was an example.
All right, so
but,
Kiki, I heard that you were aggressive, very aggressive woman.
I don't see it.
oh yeah, who said that?
Somebody said the way they met Kiki, they was racing on the highway, and her riding skills showed to be aggressive like a nigga.
No, I agree with that.
So
Lean back in, lean back in.
I agree with that.
So that's just a sign of your personality right there.
Yes.
It's
There's a lot of
aggressive.
distraction riding behind her.
I bet it is.
I mean, listen.
God dang. Man.
Damn.
Shit.
Sorry, Kiki.
Yeah, look at the camera.
You gotta be focused, huh? I'm moving from back here.
You got another question for these
Oh,
wonderful
you
people?
pick one. It's the record
Oh.
shit on here. Pick one.
I don't know. Oh man, is social media responsible for us dropping our value, or where we're tired of restrictions and censorship?
To the point where, you might see, years ago you wouldn't see people with their boobs out and their nipple rings and all that stuff. Now everything is just wide open. Is it like, are we one-upping each other? Are we just tired of being censored? Are we trying to have some freedom? Like, is it responsible for us dropping our values? Because for real, your mom and them would have never been on there with the indentation of their penis. Your daddy, them, I'm sorry, of their penis online.
I've never done that
But
before.
This dick!
I know it's coming. So you have to look at there's a difference in these generations, because your our mother's generation, they didn't have no internet. They got dressed and went to the club at night. You know what I mean? And my daddy was out there with his dick indentation in his pants.
'Cause he didn't have no drawers on.
They had them tight-ass, they wore those tight-ass pants back in the day. So, that was,
party.
going to the club was their form of social media. You
They
know what I
said
mean?
Isaac Hayes was the
Basement
one.
party.
I
Yeah.
think that's permissible for
Yes.
men.
Huh?
Is it
Yes, I think it's permissible for men to, yeah.
to have their penis print shown?
Don't y'all
I
like
think
that?
it's permissible. I love it.
Exactly.
Great sweatpants, y'all.
But sometimes it makes me uncomfortable. Like when the
Whoa.
penises are small, And it just
You know it's small.
Stop fucking with the LDM brothers,
you know
man.
why? Because they get excited and they don't really know it because it sits on their balls.
Hold on, man.
Oh, Lord.
It's not supposed to sit on your balls.
No, the dick sits right here on the ball,
I'm
so
in
when
trouble.
it pokes up, they don't really notice it because it's all like I be looking at it like I'm so uncomfortable.
So where's it supposed to go?
Doorbell.
I'm in trouble, y'all. Okay, I'm in trouble. They starting. I'm in trouble.
Oh, my God.
Hey, I'm in trouble.
But
Listen,
why was it so far back like this?
Really?
I'm not wearing no more gray sweatpants. That's it.
But this how y'all ladies really feel?
That's great.
Yeah, I'm uncomfortable when that happens. Like, I don't. Now it ain't no weight to it. Ain't no.
You said it's just sitting on the ball. Like
It's just sitting on top of their balls.
I don't understand. How would you do that question?
I know. I thought it was on social media.
Oh, my God.
So the reason why I say for men is permissible
okay.
versus women, because I think women go overboard with it. Like us, we can only do but so much.
So if you saw me on the post, right, and I got my shirt open and my nipples are you can see them through my shirt, is that going over?
For you, I think that's you though. I think it's you. It's Kiki. You give off a certain sexuality to me, right? So I think that's just a part of who you are. That's part of your brand. I think some people just go way over.
If Nikki was to have a shirt on, or T Mac was to have a shirt on, and her nipples,
It would be too much for T-Mac. I've never seen
That's not her. That's not her.
T-Mac is different for me.
Yeah.
So I think I'll look at T-Mac and be like, T-Mac doing too much. She doing way too much. She being thirsty right now. She doing way. She might even get a phone call like, yo, what's up? You all right? You good? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question, guys, right? Do you ever get tired of seeing those pictures? Like the same picture every day, different clothes, same pose, same.
Yes.
Do you get tired of that?
Yes. You know what I mean? Because you're doing too much. You're being thirsty. You're thirsty. You're looking for attention. So when you post these pictures, sometimes you're looking for that attention because that's all attention you can get. In real life, you may not be getting that type of attention. But online, you know what I mean? You could post this picture with your titties halfway out and niggas is gawking. Niggas is going to like. Niggas going to be in your inbox. It's a thirst drive, especially day after day. When you're doing this, I mean, if you do it every now and then, you get dressed up or something like that. You put some. All right, cool. But this is an everyday thing, or every other day. Every post you showing me is your titties, your titties, your titties.
do you feel a responsibility to that because you liked and loved? And
I was about to say,
pre-posted
y'all
and
keep
re-shared?
liking them and liking them.
After a while, I mean, you know what I mean?
Looking at them.
You know, after a while, it gets to a point where you scrolling through and you just get to liking shit and not paying it no mind. For me, it becomes I'm paying it no mind. But you know, on the same token, you're looking for that attention. You're looking for that. And so now when you're doing that, I know what you are. You know what I mean? And that's for a lot of men, I would look at you and be like, yo, this chick is for the streets. She's for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, yo, that's all you have to offer me is your breast or your ass.
Is that fair to like sum up her whole existence because she liked her titties
I kind
out?
of feel like she summed up her own.
Yeah, that's all you
Her
see.
own
That's
existence.
all you see.
Okay.
Because there's so many facets to people, but they hone in on this one thing, and that's the thing that you continually. So people perception is everything, unfortunately.
Yes.
So nobody gets to know you're a straight A student. Nobody gets to know you're, because everything you put out there is look at me, look at me, look at me.
Facts.
I am valuable because of the way I look. When people's value should not be based on how they look, it should be based on how you are inside and how you live your life and the effect that you have on other people besides making them want to fuck you.
Facts.
That's what social media does, though. To me, that's what social media
That's
does.
what
That's why I
people
say
do.
That's what people. I don't run my page like that.
But I personally don't have the energy or time. I just don't deal with it. Like Kiki and Tone got me drawn in on the show, and I was watching it, and then it was like I ended up doing other stuff, and I was like, you know what? This is time consuming. I don't have time. I have
That's
too
true. That's
much
why
other stuff to do.
That's
So,
exactly why I don't have. So she'll tell you, I don't have social media on my phone.
You don't.
When I leave my house, there is no social media.
That's good. That's
So
smart.
when I get back home, I might check or something. So I miss a lot of stuff that's on there. But you do end up scrolling and then scrolling, an hour go by and 2 hours and you haven't moved.
And you didn't even realize
I
it
can't
was
live
too
like
much.
that.
So for me, real quick, Kiki,
Yes.
I hate it. I have begun to actually block If y'all remember a couple of months ago, I was like, anybody
Black Nation.
come across my damn screen half naked, ass bent over,
Yep.
twerked up, I'm blocking your ass.
Yep.
And I have been doing it. Like, you get tired. Plus, we grown men. We've been fucking all our lives. Like, your pussy, I know I can say that here.
You can.
Your cheeks don't control or drive me. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You shaking your ass, everybody can do that.
I just want that to be out, like, because it's not reading that way. Because for real, there are people who feel like you feel and still be liking. Like, the drive needs to, and it can't come from a woman. We can't, like, I can't come to T-Mac and be like, T-Mac, for real, you need to slow up. Like, blah, 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 because then there's hating. There's hating. If I say to her, you don't need to do that, and why, and then her response is, I don't give a fuck. I do what I want. It's my page. And that's the scuttlebutt. People repeat that day in and day out. It's my fucking page. If you don't like it, you can unfollow, At the same, instead of taking in, no, sis, you look, that's desperation. It's borders desperation.
Yeah. So, but here's the thing, though. The ones that's liking it, they probably really want some ass from her, from whoever's posting it. Like, they probably really looking at you like.
You see the what is it, the domino effect or the cycle.
Right.
Right. It would never, like, what's the?
It's not going to end like. It's not going to come.
I think
to an end.
everything, when a person reaches a certain place in their life, things have changed. I mean, I ain't gonna say before, back in MySpace and Yahoo Messenger and shit like that, we was definitely dressing kind of scandalous, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I remember the calendar.
What was the age difference from now to then? That's when you say MySpace.
That's what she's saying. Like, she's younger.
No,
than,
whatever
so
them years,
when we
30,
younger-
Yeah, but that was when you was younger
20 years
old.
ago, whatever. But because I'm 50 now. 20 years ago.
Good girl.
You ain't 50,
But,
girl. You ain't 50, but okay.
But
though.
it wasn't documented as such. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. You might could pull up an old picture from when we had to take cameras to a party, but it wasn't. It's
Go to
not
my
like
page
today.
and
And every once in a while, I might post something because I remind you that I'm still around. But it's not every single day that I post any. Matter of fact, you can scroll through all my pictures. It's probably all my face. So people probably think I'm some big 300-pound something because all I post is my face. But it's not necessary.
DJ Harrison said, yes, it gets old quick. And he said, then they want to get mad when the ninja's in your inbox.
Facts.
Yeah, so because that's what you're offering. You're offering your ass. Every picture I see is just your ass cheeks or your titties. And it's every picture. So now you want to be mad when a nigga want to hit your inbox, yo, what's up?
What's up? Yeah.
What's up?
What you doing tonight?
But and then you want to get offline and be like, I'm sick of these niggas doing this, and then turn around and post the same picture.
Kills me, bro. Kills me.
I agree. I can't even. I don't
Kills
have
me,
no
bro.
backfire for that.
Then be all, girl, TV in my inbox. Yes, you got your ass out. What you mean?
Yes, they do say that.
I just left motherfucker down and dirty. I'm twisted. What's up? You know what I mean? Then get mad. Come on, man. Stop this shit.
But that's also why I stopped posting. You remember I used to always post on Hump Day, Wednesday, right?
Ooh.
All kind of crazy shit.
Wow.
But I stopped doing it.
Okay.
One because when I was posting it, I was kind of like single. But when I got in a relationship, because it did bring me a lot of shit to my inbox. Now, honestly, I wasn't posting anything that we all don't do. Yeah. But it just made it seem like I was for the game, for anybody. And so I had to stop doing that because I not only represented myself, but I represented the person that I was dealing with, and I didn't want that type of traffic in my inbox. So I completely stopped posting any Hump Day stuff, but for that very reason, because your mindset changes. Like, wait, man, what? I don't want all these people over here, and I'm looking crazy out here. So yeah,
You wasn't looking crazy though.
No, and then when you're in another place, you find those people who still got their hand in the game from back then, still coming and showing up, and they will bring up your old stuff.
Yes, I hate
they
that
will bring
shit.
up your old stuff.
I hate that
you
shit.
Moved
Like, I'm a
on.
different
You a
person now,
pastor
damn
in the
it.
church, and they got your whole Black Tigers picture from when
see-
he was wearing men's shirts and fishnets. Right.
That's why I just own all my shit. Anything somebody got, I just, hey, what the fuck you showing me that for?
It's
I
just
did
easy
that.
to do the joint. I did it. What now? What? You know what I mean?
I did that.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Let's move on to this question. Do masculine women attract feminine men?
Masculine women.
That
I
was
don't
my
know, 'cause
next-
I'm not a fucking feminine man. I don't know. I can't answer that.
What you think? Paper towel. Baby wipe.
Baby wipe.
Baby wipe.
What's a masculine woman? I don't want to get philosophical, but I'm just trying to understand what's a masculine woman. Are any of you all
I've been
masculine?
told that I am.
Your demeanor, I guess.
Yeah, the way I
Hard,
come off
yeah.
or whatever.
Okay.
Sometimes.
You don't look nothing
most
masculine.
of the guys I've dealt with, no.
Not as in look. Not as in look. Not in
I think
features.
I think it's personality or character.
She's
I don't know.
aggressive. She's an aggressive woman.
I've
and
been
she,
told this. I don't feel like that,
You
but I've been
aggressive
told
woman.
this. And I think I've only dealt with 2 bitch ass niggas.
Okay, now you gotta help me understand.
So you
I don't know if that's true.
So,
because I mean, I've had more aggressive type guys.
So you was the man, more of the man in the relationship, and he was more of the bitch. Is what you're saying?
and 2.
In a sense.
Really?
how long, were
She
those
said
long
two.
lasting?
Only 2. One was, but I didn't find out as much as he was a bitch ass nigga till a little later in the relationship.
Then was it because you were so masculine, or that's just?
I believe
See?
sometimes it.
Yeah.
I do. I had to learn to kind of bring my stuff down a little bit. The male ego is very, very sensitive,
fragile.
So
Yeah, it is.
I had to learn through the
Oh, yeah, it
years,
is.
to
is.
adjust how I spoke and some of the things I
So
said.
in other words, are you watering yourself down, or you're not
Shrinking.
being your true self? So you're changing to make another person happy? Is that's what it
I
sounds
wouldn't
like?
say I'm changing. I'm adjusting what I say out my mouth. So I'm trying to think of an example, like maybe a fuck you to a. Like I'm just bringing it down a little
You
bit.
just turn it down. But why not? Why turn it down? Why not continue to be the same person?
Because I know what the male ego
and
is.
I get it, but there might be but there's a male out there that's gonna be like, yo, you know what? I'm cool. I can handle that shit. I
can't
and
handle
put her in her and
haven't met
check her.
yet.
I
But
can't handle
I'm just saying, there's somebody out there for everybody. You know what I mean? And I feel like, why would you dumb yourself down or dial yourself back? You know what I mean? To appease another person. Fuck that. If you
My
can't accept it,
personality, I'm
Shit
down. I
happens.
just take a time to think about what I say before I say it.
okay.
You understand what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
okay.
I get what Tony. I get what you're saying, Tone, but I understand what she's saying.
Yeah.
Because it works like that for us too. As
Yeah.
men dealing with women, we have to make some
Yeah, we
adjustments.
get-
You
exactly.
married, so I know you had to make
I had
some
to make some
adjustments
adjustments. I had to make
from
some
how you
adjustments.
used to be, and and that's one thing for trying to like be in a secure relationship. But like, no man don't want to hear that fucking mouth, bruh.
No. Ladies, that is the number one. We don't want to hear it. When you start that, here she go. She gonna start that.
Wait. Can I just ask this one thing? Though?
Yes, you may.
Yes.
So, if I, as your wife, am asking you to do something, right? I've asked you
Yeah.
once, twice,
Okay.
still haven't done it, right?
Okay.
3 times a
Come
day.
on. Like, so, when does it become a part where you have to take some responsibility in hearing my mouth?
You got to.
It's not a problem of hearing your mouth. It's what you say out your
It's
mouth.
the extra
I
shit.
agree.
that
how
comes.
you
I
say
learned
it.
and adjusted that. I
Yeah.
know.
There's gonna be some extra shit. You want to say something, and then you throw the motherfucker in there.
Listen, I tell my I'm not trying to say that I treat men like my kids. I don't, but I have the same thought process. Whatever your motivation is to not hear this, do it. So to me, if you know that I'm gonna get blah blah blah, why are we at number 3? Why are we at the 3rd day the trash is still sitting there? You know, why are we at the 4th day when the bathroom still isn't, or whatever it is, things that you agreed to do that I'm reminding you. So why is it now you don't want to hit my fucking mouth? I don't want to fucking say it. I really don't.
Facts.
Want to respond? Can I respond?
Everybody can.
So again, it's not about hearing your mouth. I can hear your mouth all fucking day and be like, man, I ain't trying this shit she talking.
And we know this.
But it's
That's why the motherfuckers come
how
in.
So it's how, because even with me, it's gonna be things I ask you to do that you don't do, and I'm not gonna just go ham and talk to you in any kind of way just because you're
One,
not doing what I ask you.
two.
It could be 5 times. Trust me, I
I'm not.
have to ask 5 times sometimes for things. So it's not about the fact of it's how you're saying it. You can come in the bedroom and be mad as hell, be like, man, come on, man. How many times I gotta ask you to get the trash out the house, man? Da, 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 da. You come back. You bitch ass nigga, man. Who the fuck I get another nigga in here to do this shit? Dudes, women, man, they go ham.
Really? That's too much.
Even if they just come to that joint crazy, Holmes. Like, you still can come to that joint like, babe, you want some of this ass tonight? I think you need to go fix that garbage disposal like I told, because you bullshit. You ain't going to get... It's certain ways once you start learning each other how to get your point over to your
down the stairs before the conversation.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I be on the 24... Hey, man, y'all got nobody over here yet? Somebody come... So,
happy life, happy wife, happy life. Like, to me, if you understand that we good until I just waited 5 days... Just don't wait 5 days. If you liked it, we good. Let's do that. Now, and listen. There's something as a good faith payment as well. Like, if you already know, like, babe, I know you asked me 3 days ago, but I probably can't get to this joint till next week because, and then I'll let it ride, or probably delegate and have somebody else come here and do it.
Can I say
and then
something?
you're gonna feel a way about that shit because it's gonna get done. Even if I gotta get my ass down there with the plumber's crack and fix that bitch, something has to be done. I need it.
So here's something I learned. Men and women think totally different.
All day.
You know this.
Of course.
All day.
Every goddamn thing I'm talking about, I be sitting back, I be like, man, we really two different people. Like, we got a brain, but our brain, different regions in our brain are smaller than women, different regions in women's brain. So now I know that what the hell? Just touched the mic.
You hate when that happens?
I don't like that. Hey, now that I know that, right? And soon as women understand and know that, I think we can have a better communication. Like, I just realized, just forgot to do it. It ain't that I'm ignoring you. You know what I'm saying? So then you come in there and you talk a certain way. Just talk.
Listen, once again, I'm not trying to call y'all my kids, but my children were that way. Like, I had to say, hey, London, go in the room, look under the bed, move the shoe, and give me the sock. It's very structured, and I do men like that because I do understand that y'all brief shit up in y'all mind. Y'all take shorthand, and bruh, like, that ain't what I said. So I'm very structured, and I type that shit out the way I want it to be done. Hey, do me a favor, move the toothbrush. That's me. Because I understand that the way y'all hear what you hear me saying, what the fuck I said, and I'm clear. And a lot of people who talk to me they always hear me say, "What you hear me say?" Because your response to me,
does that work?
Yeah, your response to me tells me you didn't hear. I said, "What you just hear me say?" Or I talk to Mike, get a call.
I mean, the structured instructions that works.
Yes, we got to call. Baby White. Okay. Is he Huggies?
Caller, who we talking to? We got a caller?
Yeah.
Caller, who we talking to? Speak up, can't hear you.
Hey, you know it's Batman.
Batman.
We got music. Okay, there we go.
Good morning,
Batman.
Batman. What's happening, brother? Drop it on us.
Good morning, family. Good morning. Hey, listen, man. Listen. Hey, look. Whenever I come into the presence of a man, I govern my behavior. I just can't talk to a man any kind of way. I'm not going to say anything to OT out the way. He nice with them hands. I'm not going to say anything out the way to Tone. Because Tone, even though Tone is reformed and mature, Tone will grab that thing, man. When does it make it okay for a woman to come slick out of her mouth? I don't care what the situation is. If men govern themselves around men, unless they know they're ready for that smoke, or we want that kind of beat, then we'll say anything. But when does it become okay for a woman, regardless of the circumstances or situation, to approach a man with any type of conversational dishonor?
A lot of times men will govern themselves more around their homies than they do around their women.
Thank you.
We get a lot of zesty ass,
not the zesty,
extra sauce on these comments. We get the low key versus the high key disrespect. You get them little funky name calls. You get those. We get that. So when did it become cool for you to govern yourself around your men, and then don't around your girl? That's a thing too.
So you telling me you have men that have more respect for their homies than they do for their woman?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You need to drop.
Then that is the feminized man.
Why be with him? Soon as you see that sign of weakness, that's a real weak sign right there. As soon as you say, man, you know what? OT motherfucking soft ass. He got more. Sir, it's real conversation. Like, he got more respect for them niggas in the street than he do for me in this house that's holding him down.
That's the wrong nigga.
You got to bring that shit to an end.
And
We
when-
supposed to be protectors and providers all
You
day.
can't do that.
Yes, and when that is brought to an end, 9 times out of 10, please disagree if you will, you see the same in the next man. It doesn't, like, you really, I'm not saying that across the board men are that way. It's a lot of men that are that way. So you ended up with the next person. It's like a recycled OT. Just running across to the next nigga. That's you.
So
And you're running.
Brothers, I submit that I am believing, as I turn 53, brothers, that many of them prefer feminized men.
I agree with you, brother. Yeah. I agree with you, Batman.
Yeah,
in one breath, they want a strong man, but in the other breath, they want a soft ass man, feminized man. That's just where society got us at today.
There is such a shortage
of feminized men.
The overly masculine or the unfeminized man that show themselves as unfeminized. Because I'm gonna tell you something. The same way you look around here, it's a very it's a small group of people, young people for real, who don't wear their pants. This is an analogy, y'all. Who don't wear their pants underneath their butt.
From
right?
Okay.
You know, they didn't start out that way, but because so many of them did that, you now are the outside person. So to keep yourself from looking or being looked at, you now got to join in with them. And I think that's what's going on with the femininity in men.
That's a fact. I think that will lead us to a whole different show and a whole different topic.
Yeah, we working on it.
Feminization
Thursday. We working on
black men. I think that's a whole different show because it's deep. I mean, it's starting in elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting with the cartoons.
It's starting before elementary school.
There's a whole lot of feminizing of men that's going on psychologically that we really don't pay attention to,
Batman,
but it definitely has an effect on our children. So guess what? Them children become young teens, then they become young adults, and they become the feminized men that you despise.
So let me ask you this, because now we all are sitting here, I guess presumably we're 40, probably not you. Are you 40? Yeah, all of us are 40, have gone back in cartoons and seen, oh my God, but because our parents did not let us see, or we were not introduced to gays or same sex or sexual activity, it didn't register to us as children. Our children now are seeing exactly what that shit is because they are introduced to it.
They're forcing
That's
it
my
down.
point exactly.
They're forcing
In
it down.
elementary school.
It's everywhere.
And it
My
shouldn't be
point
like
exactly.
I had to go back and be like, what?
They have
SpongeBob was what?
They have developed.
Bert and Ernie were what?
They have developed curriculum.
Damn, wait a minute. You
I ain't even
fucking
watch
up with me
cartoons.
now.
Maybe that's why they hit me. I ain't watch cartoons. I don't watch that shit now. They have developed curriculum, right along the lines of feminizing our children. I mean, it's curriculum. They teaching it in school.
Yeah.
It's serious. It's crazy, but that's a whole different show.
That's another conversation right there.
I'm gonna put later on. I'm gonna put on the page. There is a rabbi whose mission in life is to introduce earlier sex with children and to normalize adult sex with young kids. It's later for that.
What?
Later for that. Look, I watched it and I researched this man. And I was gonna bring it up later, but I will put it so everybody can look at it and see that I'm not. It's a rabbi.
That's another
Not
show.
lying.
I'm
It
telling
is.
you, that's a whole nother show.
I got a question. I got a question for y'all. Are we expected to manage our sexuality? Meaning, should I be expected as a single person to control my body count? You know what I mean? And for a relationship, moving into a relationship. You know what I mean? Because some people they're concerned about a person's body count before they get with them. You know what I mean?
I don't know why.
Should you
It's none of
control
their
that?
business.
Exactly, it's none of their business. But you have some.
expect it.
Hold
Women
on,
are-
and I'm gonna say this: men, some of you niggas be asking these females about their body count. And want to know, and then when you find out, when she honest with you, and she tell you, now you and your feelings like a bitch. But I agree with you. I agree with OT on that.
Feminized men.
That's exactly what that is.
Fuck no.
What that got to do with me? You know what I mean?
You
I mean,
okay?
Your body count, you want me to sit here and ask you how many dudes you done fuck?
I get asked that too. I get asked
Man.
that like
That's wild.
you know
See?
what?
That's
Okay.
wild. That's
No,
crazy.
I have been asked that because they say, you know what, I don't really hear much about you. Like roundabout. I get asked that. But this question that he asked is, being as though, are you in a relationship right now?
I am not.
Okay, being as though you are not in a relationship, are you expected to manage your body count because you actively seeking one? Like, should you chill and just not be out here fucking, and you should just not be joining in your fun, your sexual fun because you want to run up on somebody? T-Mac.
I guess this is why I get called being masculine woman sometimes, but I agree with the fellas. Like, first of all, I'm not having that conversation. That's me personally. First of all, I'm not having that conversation. Because again, why are you asking me that? I'm sure you have a body count as well. So now we're going to sit here and talk about...
one is too many for a lot of motherfuckers.
And who's going to be honest? People aren't always honest with that question either. But to me, I don't feel like that... There's no point to that conversation.
Would that be a red flag for you?
Does it?
If a man is asking you that, would that be a...
I've never had anybody ask me that before.
Good.
I've never had anybody ask me that before.
Say, for instance, he did ask you, and you answered. Would that and her
well,
answer
I'm not
was
answering.
no? I'm just saying, just
okay.
For the sake of science, if OT asked you and you did answer, and OT it was way more than you thought, or way more out of your comfort, does that then deter you from pursuing her?
First, I wouldn't ask her, never, ever, ever.
Facts.
But I got a body count. What I need to know is she disease clean?
Yeah, hello.
You know what I mean?
Do
she got...
Show me the papers.
Whatever, HIV, whatever's going on. That's what I need to know. Anything outside of that, I don't need to know all that other stuff because I'm like, you are adult, you single, like enjoy your life, just be safe.
I got you.
It's like I be trying to...
The funny thing about that is that you know what, I'm 50, so I don't even know how many. I've been fucking a long time.
Exactly.
Eliminated that right there. That's
But
it.
I will say that a lot of times dudes are not honest about the question because they offer the lie. We all been in the motorcycle community. I've had several boyfriends in the motorcycle community.
Come on.
And they'll always say, I never messed with nobody in the motorcycle community before, and your wife is in there, your baby mother, everybody. You got a bunch of. It's why do dudes do that?
Yeah.
Who cares if
you're the first one in the motorcycle community, T-Mac? You're the first one.
Yeah.
Because niggas like to lie. They want some ass.
Yeah.
They gonna say,
but that doesn't really matter,
It's not required.
especially if it's
not
not
required.
ass.
So
a lot of people it is required.
So OT, can I ask you a question? Would
Every
that be
time it's
considered a
been
beta
offered,
man?
I've never asked that question. It's always offered for whatever reason. Maybe other females. That's an important question. The important question to me would be, have you ever fucked one of my friends?
Yes.
Because if that's the case,
So is that a serious? Okay, so
and there are levels to friendships. Let me say.
Okay, so let's say you have a friend, and this is your friend, right? And 10 years ago.
Nope.
Hold on, 10 years ago,
Absolutely
him and
not.
Kiki got into something, but it wasn't that. It wasn't that
Absolutely not.
serious.
Absolutely
The
not.
man could have changed. It's not the same.
Nope.
I'm the same.
So,
And if I knew about
I'm
it,
trying to understand that, bro.
you better tell him, OT. And if I knew about the shit, if she caught wind, oh no, tell him how much of a rap it is. Crunch Rap Supreme, Christmas rap.
Total rap.
The total rap.
So I mean, but it was like 10 years. This is 10 years apart, and in 10 years, the
But you
people
can't really
changed.
use
and
that
become-
I don't
as
understand
an example
women. I
because-
don't understand.
I'm
10
t-
years ago.
10 years ago,
Yes.
me and Kiki had something going on. We did
Fucking
something.
decade,
It just
bro.
happened. Exactly. And 10 years later, I'm a different nigga. I come back and I'm completely a different person. And now I run into T-Mac and I'm talking to T-Mac. I'm trying to talk to T-Mac. I'm just dead.
You know
I'm
why?
dead.
You know why I
Dead
got
is
this shit
speaking.
figured out. I got this shit figured out. I think I got it figured out.
Oh, come on, because I got an idea. So let me hear your idea.
They are so territorial. That's what I think.
Okay.
So are y'all.
See, I can't imagine fucking somebody that keep. I can't say that. How women think they can't imagine dealing with a dude that one of their girlfriends have already dealt for because now they're not gonna feel like that's theirs. You know, I already been with my friend. What I'm gonna do with you?
Dudes don't want to deal with that either.
what you said.
Not
So
somebody,
do.
not
So do
somebody that you
dudes.
want to be
Okay.
serious with. You don't want to deal with that either.
10 years ago, T-Mac, a decade
I'm just
ago.
saying, but you asking
20?
A dub.
You asking.
Yeah,
Like I
close
just
friends.
said that
Close.
there are
Yeah,
levels to friendships.
Uh-huh.
This has been my friend for damn near 20 years.
But she just fucked. They
And
just fucked.
I don't
10
give a
years ago.
shit. This is my
Yeah.
friend from 20
Man,
years ago.
nah,
So
I agree.
it matters to me how that would make her feel. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't I wouldn't do it. It doesn't matter to me. Now I'm a different person.
So you say it wouldn't matter to you how she feels. So do you ask her for permission?
No, because it's out. She's my friend for 20 years. We already have a understanding that we don't cross that line as friends with nobody that either one of us have dealt with. I don't care. I had someone come to me who's a friend of mine, and I was a guy that I had dated, and I ran into her, and then when I saw him, I was like, oh yeah, I know him, whatever. Well, how you know him? Because we dated or whatever. Well, I said, I don't care, because I have no feelings about that person. I'm minding my business. And but it's a different type of friendship. You know what I'm saying? It's levels to friendships. I don't care about that.
So if it's just an acquaintance of yours, right? And this female, she's just an acquaintance, somebody you know. Hey, what's up? Then you don't care about that. But if it's your homegirl, that's like your sister.
Yeah. To me, I feel like you're not over
family.
Yeah,
it's my sister.
I would feel like you're not over. If you dealt with somebody 10 years, bruh. Listen, we all done fucked a lot of people in our lives, right? So you telling me how small this DMV area is, because it's happened to me 3 times. I had dealt with somebody 15 years ago.
Okay.
We go out to a party, and somebody that I dealt with is her girlfriend, blah, 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 blah. Man, that shit blew up like, why you ain't never tell me? And this is. I don't tell my business, bruh. I don't think I owe you to tell you who I fucked 10 or 15 years ago.
Why should it matter?
I think
it's more between the friends than
different though.
But I think that's more between the friends than it would be you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm the same way with Lori. I'm the same way. There's never been a penis between us. And we've been friends since high school. So
Never. Even in high school?
Never.
Dang.
Okay.
Never. I don't.
This dick!
I think it's the same thing. It's just like, nah, if you attracted to her, then be with her, and you attracted to me, then be with me, and then that's it. Like, I'm not crossing that line. Now, I see what you're saying. I understand what you're saying about the 10 years later.
10 years.
I get it. But I think also, it depends on the depth of the relationship between the people, too.
Yes.
Like, okay, so let's say I just smashed the person. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was cool. I just smashed.
Right.
Maybe 10 years later, who cares? I just smashed.
I forgot.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No, that's
But if I was in a relationship with the person,
I forgot.
You feel what I'm saying? It's like she said, it's levels to
10
it.
years ago, though?
No, she's saying it's levels to the friendships.
Yes.
Like it's a difference between a sexual. I mean, that if you just fuck somebody, he for everybody. But
exactly.
I don't want to fuck you if you fucked Kiki.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why not?
Because I don't.
Yes. I don't know. It is. I feel it's the same way. Like,
Okay.
Y'all never been to no swinger events or nothing, huh?
I've been, but I hold my purse like this. Like,
Listen,
like, what the fuck?
been invited to say no.
I'm intrigued by the lifestyle, right? And how people are sexually open. I mean, safe, of course, right? But they don't put as much value on the act of sex as other people do. I think the value that people put on sex outweighs the real value in the relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
but let me say this, speaking from me, I can probably count on one hand how many times I actually had sex with a person that I wasn't, that didn't turn out to be my boyfriend or that I wasn't in a relationship with. Okay? So I speak from that standpoint. Means I cared about that person. I shared some years with that person, and none of my friends, I just don't feel like you should do that.
It wasn't a smash thing. It's never been. It's not a smash thing.
Right.
We're not smash and grab people. Just not.
Right. So I that's the standpoint I come from. If it's somebody that, I don't care. Like if I didn't have something with you, I could care less who you.
All right, okay.
And most of the time when you smashing people, that is between you and that person. Like if I got some old listen to me. If I got some old
Yeah, go ahead. Hold on, OT. I'm with you there.
Or a sneaky link, I don't, which I don't. But if I did, it probably wouldn't see the light of day. Like T-Mac ain't gonna hear about it because that was just some shit I was doing, and I'm sure I wouldn't hear about it.
You. But now, 10 years later,
let me finish. But if it's a consistent thing, then I began to talk to my friend because she's like, "Where was you at last night?" Blah blah blah. It began to be something. You know what I'm saying? I want to bring this around because that question, I had a question that's on here that states that, and it's true or false for everyone, that women tend to, when you get with somebody that you like and y'all smashing and it's good, that is your boyfriend. Like that is like you tend to cut everybody else off sexually because you have your sights on this person. Is that true or false? Have anybody encountered that or have done that? Do you understand my question?
Trying to help me.
Because guess
when
what?
the man put that motherfucking wood on you, you know what I mean? He then becomes your boyfriend. When that wasn't the initial agreement.
Oh yeah.
For us, it don't work like that.
Yeah.
It worked like men. So she actually.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with what you just said.
Come on,
never had a man put that wood on
we
you.
had this conversation.
And you never had a man put that wood on you, and y'all never had no conversation about being in a relationship. But all of a sudden, you done cut all the other dudes off, and now you're doing relationship shit with that guy.
Yep. And you don't have to say nothing. We not thinking. Go ahead.
So what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that doesn't happen. I'm saying you just said men don't do that.
Shit.
And men do that.
Shit.
Well,
because I've been in a situation where it was plain and simple to the point where he pulled me. Let me make sure you understand. This ain't no relationship. You sure you cool. Before we do this, you good. I'm good, nigga. Let's go. Now, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, later, a few months later, we getting into it more. Oh, I think I really like you like that.
Okay,
blah. Okay, but you just said
he had a conversation
that men don't
with you.
do that.
But the understanding
was it's no relationship.
You made that contract in the beginning.
I think
say,
they saying you changed without a conversation.
Yes.
He had a conversation with you to tell you, hey Slim, look, I know we was talking about just fucking blah blah blah, but I'm just like feeling you. Yes, that happens. This happened with me before.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a conversation.
Are you saying
though.
that the women don't have a conversation?
No,
they
not
just
with us. They just claim.
Oh, okay.
We all friends to everybody.
You smash one, you will open them to everybody in
fucking motorcycle community.
It's not flattering, though, that you have caused me to put my elf on the shelf and I'm only giving it to you. That's not flattering to men when women do that after they smash.
But that's not the conversation agreement we had in the beginning.
I don't want you to do that.
No. I'm not saying that. Okay, let's sidestep the acting out. That you better not run up on Tone and you know be putting these sneak pictures. Not that. I'm saying that now I am not smashing no one else but you. That is not flattering to guys.
Not to me.
It's not.
No.
If I
don't want a relationship out of you, right, and we had that conversation from the beginning, I don't want you to not fuck nobody else.
But we're relating.
You're relating.
We're relating.
No, but that's one-sided.
No, we're related. If you fucking me, my nigga, that's a relationship.
That's not a relationship. That you fucking.
Wait.
At a different
What kind of relationship? What kind of relationship is it then?
We have a relationship where we're fucking.
A fucking relationship?
Me and you got a relationship.
I was about to say
Yeah, we do.
relationships. Yeah.
You and I have a relationship.
Yeah, but the understanding is we're
Relating
fucking.
to
You're
person.
getting your thing off. I'm getting my thing off. That's it.
That is the relationship.
That's the relationship.
Yeah, that is the
But
relationship.
I'm saying though, now I decided what to do with my situation, and I don't want to give it to no one. I'm yelling.
But
I don't
that's
want
on
to give
you,
it to
though.
no one else.
That's on you.
Except for you, no. But why is it that men take that to be a negative? Is it weird or pressure for them?
Because what you're doing, you're entering into a different space that we both agreed on. Now you're gonna start to have things that you're expectations on me now because where your
That
feelings
wasn't
is
a
at.
conversation, though.
No,
That
no.
wasn't a conversation. We're
But
speaking of a straight up person with genuine understanding that you and I are not in a relationship. However, how I feel about you and how I get down, I'm not fucking nobody else but you. The conversation was not had that now I get to act different or now I get to put pressure on you. I'm talking about not that woman, a woman who understands it, but now decides that no one else is getting this ass but you. Why is that a negative in your mind? Because of the things that you're going with in your brain that never took place yet?
It's inevitable that the female is going to end up moving feelings to a place where the guy didn't agree to.
I agree.
You can fuck a
Thank you.
person, but for so long, speaking from a female perspective,
Yes.
you know, 1 time, 2 time, it was fun, whatever. But consistently, I'm consistently waiting on that. I'm consistently being available. I'm gonna start liking you.
Yeah.
So here's the thing.
How many of our friends
So-
that we had that were savages, T-Mac, that ended up
man,
like, I love him.
So here's the thing, though. Here's what I've learned in my 46 years. Here's the thing. I've learned, fellas, if you don't want a relationship, you can't do relationship shit.
Facts.
You got
Facts.
to come over, sling the
Smash
dick,
and leave.
go the fuck
And go
home.
home.
Hey, get out.
You can't sling the dick, suck the box, spend the night, lick on the
Cuddle and
nipples,
shit.
wake up, take on vacation,
Yep.
buy her clothes, pay her bills.
Fix the garbage disposal. That's what I was about to say.
You
That's
can't
what I was
do
about to say.
I had to learn it because
That's what I was about to say.
I'm a nice guy that didn't know these things. So I was just being me. I'm gonna look out for you, pay this, do this, come over. Oh, you have a family, you don't come through the. Now I'm mad. I'm trying to figure out why the fuck is she on me like that? Well, I'm doing relationship shit. So if you don't want a relationship, fellas, first of all, I learned you can't give him that A dick. You gotta
Nope.
just give him some dick.
Just had that
You
conversation.
got a motherfucker. You can't worry about her telling her friends about, girl, that nigga wasn't shit. Well, I mean, the nigga just, I just can't get my.
I fucked him. I still fucked him.
You know what I'm saying? But when you start doing that kind of stuff, I learned this shit, man. When you start doing
Stop
that kind
hyphing.
of stuff, of course she's going to get emotions. A woman is emotional. Of course she's going to get. She wants that.
And
Nah, I
anybody
want
who
that.
think
I want
they
him every
not is
night.
fooling themselves.
Yeah.
But that's what I was going to say
Stop
to what you were saying is I've been able to separate it, but it was like he said, there was no, we didn't go out, we didn't hang out, we didn't do things, we didn't, but he got feelings more faster than, you understand what I'm saying? Like,
It happens, but women are dreamers.
Yeah.
We have the idea, and we be running with the idea. It's not the reality. And
Facts.
when you feed into that by taking us on vacation or
That's what
doing
I'm
that,
saying, yeah.
like all of that,
Yeah,
it
fact.
feeds into
Yes, it
that,
do. That perception of
idea
reality.
of what we. Because honestly, when we meet someone, we have a plan already.
You do. You can see it.
It might deviate from that plan. Plan may not come to fruition. But if I'm going to spend my time with you, I have to see something past today.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just the
That's
way
how you
most
get a
women
second date.
are made up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not, unfortunately, for those people who just want to be having sex and, whatever, it's the cross you gotta kind of bear for that. But yeah, I'm a person who has done that myself. Now, being older, I'm not gonna say I don't have an idea, because I don't think you should be in a relationship with someone and you can't see something past today. This is relationship,
Okay.
right? Because if I can't see nothing past today, then well, what's the point?
Right.
But I have set myself up, because it's a setup. Set myself up. So then you have to take responsibility. You have to take onus of whatever hurt and pain comes behind that. Because when a person
Gotta eat
tells
that.
you up front what they looking for, what they don't want, I don't care how they act. You have to believe what they
But even
say.
though we still become the bad guy when we do that, we're still the bad guy.
That's
Even
what
though
I'm
we
saying.
told you straight
No,
up this is what it
That's
is.
what I'm saying. It
Her
unfortunately, it's the cross that y'all have to bear.
Yeah.
Yes.
But until a woman understands, I teach that to my girls all the time. I don't care what a dude, when you meet him up front, he's saying, I ain't looking for no girlfriend. I ain't da-da-da-da. I don't care what flowers and roses and all that shit. Believe him. And working in the barbershop
Yes.
for all of those years, and we both used to bring our daughters in there just so you could hear the conversation
Make them sit
that
right up
these
there and
dudes
listen.
be having the day after they was with a girl. I'm talking about sweets and rose petals on the ground and da-da-da. And they don't give a shit about the girl.
And we used to make them
I
sit
don't know
right
if they
out there
don't
and
give a
listen to
shit,
them.
but okay.
No, it's not like the girl is thinking. They don't want
That's
a
a fact.
relationship.
He don't like you
they don't
like
want
that.
They don't
You
really
all
like
right.
you like that. You are.
He's on a whole nother
He wanted to
level
go to
here, she's
Cancun. He
there,
just
you know
took
what I
you
mean?
with him. Like it's
Yeah.
not like he planned it for you all. He's going and you went. The
Without
same
all
thing
the
with
stuff.
meals.
that's why
all
they
that
have to
stuff.
take some of the responsibility on that as well.
But that's
because
doing boyfriend shit.
Right, that's
You
that,
can't
like
do
what he
boyfriend.
just
No,
said.
but that's
Like
what he
you
said.
don't do, yeah. That's why they have to take some of it too, because you are doing all of these things. And even I don't even think just if you flipped it and a woman was doing these things for a man, I think the man would probably start to feel some sort of way too. Like, well, damn, she keep taking me out. She doing this, she doing that. I think after a while, the man would have feelings too.
Nah,
if somebody's catering,
You're doing that, I'm gonna pull back because I already see where it's coming. If you're doing
If
that
I
type
don't
of
want a
shit,
relationship,
nah, I'm pulling back. I'm gonna let it be known. Look, we going. It's
Now,
going.
some
It's
dudes
going
will
the
take
wrong
all
way.
that and say, but I told you I ain't want to
Yeah.
be in a
That's just, but
relationship.
that's
Thank you for these
self-centered
new
though.
bike
But that's,
tires.
but then that's gonna make
That's
you
not
feel
me.
some
I
type of
don't
way.
do that.
That's true.
I don't want it.
No, I don't want it.
That's the way it goes because they're gonna take them bike tires.
I mean, but all this, they
It's never happened.
are a little expensive, y'all.
It's never happened with me.
I always like bike shit. Yeah, I ain't
It's
gonna lie.
never happened with me because I know if I take that, what the expectations gonna be. She gonna start thinking she my motherfucking woman. She start doing for me, doing this and cooking and all this. She gonna think that she is my woman.
But that falls on us to let her keep and letting her know that by no means am I looking for a relationship still.
She
after
don't
you're
hear
doing
that,
this.
Tom. I
You know
done
what
tried that shit.
Really? Because
don't hear it.
but then that doesn't fall on you because you're still communicating that. If you're communicating that to
still
a
doing shit too.
Yeah, all right, but we cool.
You
We
staying there
friends.
doing it
The
too.
only thing to do is to not let it happen because you can say, "Hey, look, baby, man, we need to have another conversation because I think you might be moving along the line thinking we in a relationship
Yeah.
or thinking I want a relationship. I still want to do me. Oh no, I understand. But the whole time she's hurting inside because she's saying, I'm his girl. The shit I'm doing for him, I'm his girl. Then when she see you out with another chick, you
Oh,
don't wanna
my
know why
God.
the fuck
Oh,
she's zapping
my
out,
God.
why she going on? Because
Why you
that
picked
whole
the other
time,
female for? You didn't pick me.
that whole time she been seeing you as her mate.
Speaking of men, do other races treat black men better than black women treat black men?
I never
In
dated
your
a
experience.
race.
I've dated Puerto Rican women.
Puerto Rican black.
Yeah, they black. They the new niggas, right? They the new niggas. That's just what it is. But I've dated Puerto Rican women, and I think it basically falls on the woman. It doesn't matter the race. It falls as the woman.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter what color she is. She could be fucking a zebra color. What the fuck? You know what I mean? If she has the qualities that I'm looking for, and she inhibits that, then that's what I want. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter to me. That's how I see it. Now, personally, me, I've never dated
A cock.
Caucasian.
A Euro.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, and I have my own reasons why. I have my own reasons why.
Never
You know what I mean?
dated
I've never
a
dated
baby
them.
white?
I've never dated a baby white. No, it's just for me. I couldn't do it. Now, the lightest I would go was like Spanish women, Hispanic women. I could deal with them, but they ass is crazy. You know what I mean? Them bitches will try to cut you. Trust me, I learned from experience. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm just saying.
From your window seats, then, like none of us have basically has ever experienced another race. From your window seat, do you see? Because you all know that as soon as somebody get a whole bunch of money and a whole bunch of zeros behind their account, most of the celebrities run out here and get them a other. So I'm asking,
They
like,
get
from your
brainwashed.
window seat,
They
do
get
you
brainwashed.
guys think? I mean, do you guys think that they think?
I think what happens is their circle has changed while
Yeah.
they was going into that celebrity. So if you're around a certain race all day, every day, quite naturally you're gonna probably begin to have an attraction to that type
agree
of
with
person.
that.
You know, because when I was in prison, it was nothing but some white women in there, and I'm telling you, man.
Was you in Baltimore?
No, I was in Cumberland, Cumberland and Hagerstown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen, I at some point in time I started saying, damn, boy, she childlike, ain't have no ass, and I'm talking about she fat.
Wait, pause. But, see, hold on, time out. And that also equates because he was down. You doing time.
Right.
So you don't see nothing else. So after a while, I know, because when I was upstate, and I'm in Catskill and all, and I've been there for a while. I'm sitting in Attica, and I've been in the cell for a while, and this motherfucking manly buck bitch comes
Yes, sir.
After a while, I be like, you know what?
That is
Nigga, I might have to go. I hit that, Slim.
Yeah.
And after a while, you like, because you've been detached from society.
Exactly, especially your sisters.
Yeah, you don't see that. You don't see that no more. You know what I mean? So like,
So I'm only saying, before you get on me, I'm only saying based on your environment, right? Like if you up in college and all you're around is Caucasian people and Caucasian women, quite naturally you're gonna become like start seeing them. You know, I'm not saying they not attractive. I'm just saying, quite naturally, you gonna start being like, damn, boy, she just like pretty with them blue eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Now, I would agree if it was like how you're saying. But what I'm hearing Kiki say is a lot of athletes, entertainers, all these different groups of people. I mean, when I started to find out some of the actors I like were white women, I was
Terrence
like,
Howard. I was like, what?
Omari Hardwick. Oh.
Yes, sir.
But it's like she said, it's like even in the background you kind of see like they through their college years, through their come up years.
Yeah.
The sister was right there, right? Through all of the work, the hard, all of that. And then as soon as you made that level, here's Becky. So it's like I see what she's saying.
It's a lot of Beckys though that be there.
No,
because they know there's a potential for something.
Exactly.
And they right there.
You know,
That's
it
true.
happens
That's
on the
true.
flip side too, right? You know, you got sisters that got some, what they call the men. I don't know. You know, you got some sisters that got Caucasian men as well.
There's a lot of them. There's a lot more black women.
So
with
it
white
works
men
both
now.
ways. So I
Yeah.
still think it goes back to their environment.
status.
Their status. All you're around is these type of people all the time. Sooner or later, you gonna get it. But do they treat them better? I don't think so, because I just be laughing when I be seeing shit.
I look at a lot of when the woman, by the way, the woman dating from a couple of people that I do know, they was coming up like these men had another idea in mind. These people tried to get them out of this slump they was in. Like they elevated them, and they went on the same thing that I find them people when they date Africans. They see it come up somewhere. So a lot of the women that I know that have white men, they are looking at the big picture in the front door. Like, this Bama can put me through school and I ain't got to be working, blah, blah, blah. This Bama can do whatever. He can elevate my status. And they go for it. And it works.
I mean, not to mention that the black man is just dogged in the community, dogged in the media. So we don't really
We got
look
no wins.
we don't really look pleasing to the eye of sisters nowadays anyway. So I mean,
You don't,
Doesn't say that.
because you know why? You don't look pleasing in the eye of yourself.
shit,
I'm not talking about you, but the black man. You can look at how they look and talk and act and carry themselves. That you're not pleasing to yourself.
Are you talking about the new breed of black man?
Just.
But then it goes back to, like y'all say, what we like, right?
Yeah.
Y'all say we like the women that do this. Then it goes back to, well, that's what the sisters like.
Apparently.
Because I'm telling you,
Females-
if females say right now, I'm not fucking with no man with his pants hanging off his ass.
That shit will stop.
right
I
now.
That shit will
believe
stop.
it. The same
It is
thing.
fine.
Any man wearing them fucking pants, the jeans is fucking hug tight like a
love
woman.
it, though.
No.
Yes,
Oh
yo,
my
women
God,
are
no.
loving this.
Oh my God, no.
I don't like
you might
it.
not like it.
But the
Please
new
tell
generation of
me.
women,
Can't
the
deal
new
with it.
generation of women, they encouraging that behavior,
They
man.
love it, but they
Because
love
they
feminine men.
because they adjusted their lenses. Like to now, what? See, you coming here with your
Nah,
2000 jabos on, you're gonna look weird to them. Like they have adjusted their lenses. It is normal to have them.
To a nigga that's wearing a purse? That's the type of nigga that you
I
want.
didn't-
I don't care how y'all
Yeah,
niggas want to dress it
yeah.
up. And that's a satchel or a man. Nigga, that's a purse.
You know what they
a
gonna say?
pocketbook.
But he got money though.
Immerse.
Right,
It's a
because he
merch.
bought a pocket. Nah, nigga, that's
He
a
got
pocketbook.
money though. He got 10,000 in that purse.
Yeah.
I want to go
Fuck
back
outta
to a
here.
little bit.
But them niggas becoming feminine.
Social media and how all these the
It's
stuff
a-
plays
it's-
out, and
It's an agenda.
it's a lot of following.
Definitely an
and,
agenda.
Okay, it is. So I got a question for y'all. Listen here. Red flags in friendships and relationships. Should you be responsive? If it doesn't hurt you, should you know what I mean? If it's something that they do and it doesn't bother you, should you let it slide or should you check it right then and there? You know what I mean? How do y'all feel about that? You dress them right off the top, you wait, you know what I mean? How does it affect the friendship or relationship? I mean, it depends. What do you feel?
It depends on the flag.
Wow, that's not.
Because yeah, most red flags I see in friendships don't affect me, and I will govern myself according to the red flag that you have shown me.
Okay.
I don't feel the need to point out every little red flag because we all got some.
Facts.
But you know, unless it's a blatant something, it's not a need for me to address it.
Okay, so it's like you would pick and choose. You know what I mean? It depends on what it is, the level of the flag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To say whether I'm going to address you behind this, or I'm just be like, you know what, whatever, it is what it is.
I have a question. When you know it's over, but the bills are due, and you can't separate today because of obligations, can he or she operate sexually outside but safe of your union?
Why you looking at me? What you want one in the ass? I'm sure you know my answer. I'm sure you know my answer.
Bruh, I'm just, it's a question. You are a guest here.
Wait, but you said that the relationship is done. It's just a
reread
financial
this. When you know
agreement.
it's over, but the bills are due, y'all cohabitate.
Yeah.
You can't separate today because of obligations. Can he or she operate sexually, but safe outside of your union?
And outside my house, yes.
You can't fucking.
Hey, listen.
I'm about to say, if it's over, I feel like then y'all just roommates at this point, right?
Yes, that's what you are.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see what the problem is.
Yeah, but you
But
gonna
then
bring
there's
a
a
nigga home?
stipulation. There's a stipulation. She just
Oh, definitely
said,
no. You
No,
definitely
have
ain't
to
bring
have
nobody to the
respect.
house.
You
Yeah,
gotta
you
have
definitely,
respect
you
for the
definitely
house.
can't
Do
bring
whatever
nobody
you
to the
wanna
house.
do
Yeah.
outside the house.
Yeah, I
but,
agree with
yeah.
that.
Well, I'm in agreement with you. Listen, Kiki. They gonna have me sleeping in the basement tonight. So look, here's the thing.
Silk said, I don't need permission.
For me, if it's over, it's over. At the end of the day, look, man, this ain't working out. We got this spot together, whatever it is. We got a lease still going, whatever. We got bills to pay. Let's just cohabitate. We just gonna have to do us.
Your roommates.
I don't have no problem.
Your
with
roommates.
it. We roommates. Do what you do.
If you grew apart from your mate, typically, what is the first thing that you eliminate?
Sex.
What was that?
Out my mouth.
You get no dick.
If you grew apart,
You get no
grew
dick.
apart from your mate, typically, what is the first thing you eliminate? To like let a nigga know, like, bro,
I'm not feeling you like that no more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give y'all this example. So one of my friends came by and told me this story, right? He was like, yo, I think it's over between me and my folks, right? I was like, why? He's like, yeah. I tapped her on the back, like letting her know I want a little bit of something. He said, shorty, turn her torso around so he can get in here and turn her face this way so she wouldn't have to look at him. Why are you fucking her?
What if she was tired or something?
What?
It was.
I can do that. I can turn my torso around to you.
Man, as long as I can get in, I ain't tripping.
That doesn't make you feel the way if Tasha did that to you.
Did what?
If Tasha, you want something from Tasha in the middle of the night, and Tasha turn her the hole around. You can have the hole, but look, don't be in my face, bro. Like, and turned over away from you. That doesn't.
I mean, she may have been tired, but that's. If she did that, I'm gonna turn her
I
ass
think it's
over.
more than tired. I think that's a fuck you.
So why would she give you? Why would she give you?
So you saying she
something
bending over and
if
hiking
she's
her ass
done
back
with you?
at you, but not looking at you?
No, the nigga said.
No, she's saying that's what's making him think she's done with him.
Because
They're still in a
because
relationship.
he said she
But why
does
give him
that all the
something?
time.
That's what I said too. I'm thinking the same thing.
Why give him something?
I don't know why. Because to me, you're going an extra mile to make me feel away.
I don't know.
Does she
Maybe
get,
it's
so I'm trying to understand this correctly.
If you
she giving
only
him
want to
pity
hit me
pussy?
from the back, if you
Well,
only
Is it
want to
pity?
hit,
Is it pity pussy? Is it pity pussy? That's pity pussy. Like, oh, I know. Just go ahead, nigga. Just get yourself something.
Right, right,
That's
right.
that.
Leave me alone.
Nigga, I'm gonna be bored. I'm gonna be bored. I'm gonna start fucking other bitches.
If me and you are sexually active and you only want to hit it from the back, like you never want to like be in my face or be like we never have that closeness, I will begin to feel away.
Really?
Yes.
Well,
Making
in
love
a relationship.
in a
So
relationship.
if you want to be in his face, won't you get on top of the dick and be in his face?
And then no, the rejection piece comes in because this is what he's telling me. The beginning of their shit. You understand the question I asked you. Understand the question I asked you. They have outgrown that, and that's how he found out because she never wanted that none of that. She never wanted him on top of her. She never wanted him like the closeness, all of that, everything.
All that's gone now. All
Yes.
that's gone now. So in the beginning of the relationship, it was like that. They were on top of each other, and then you're saying as they grew apart, she's not giving you that same energy.
That's
no
how
more.
he knew. He was like, damn, like you don't fuck with me no
He
more.
didn't know before that. Like,
There are other signs. That's what I was going to
It's
get at.
like
You in a relationship
something
long time,
happened.
man. Do all that stuff. But go ahead.
But
I feel like something led up to. It's just like today. I don't wake up and I
Yeah,
don't want
no.
It had to be
Well,
like
he
some
said
breadcrumbs
because
or
it had
something.
been 9 months. It had been 9 months since they had sex, and every time. They're married, and he was just saying like,
Nigga, hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, exactly.
no.
Hold on,
He
I'm
was
married.
like, it
I'm
was
married.
always
And
Shorty
then-
made it her business to like come
No,
in when
that's
he was
too long,
asleep.
9 months.
No,
That's
he said
ridiculous.
Shorty made it her business to come in when
She
he was
messing with
asleep,
somebody
to
else.
leave when he
Yeah,
was coming,
yeah,
to
yeah.
leave when he was coming, to come when he was going, like to,
Oh,
to,
yeah,
to-
no.
to
No.
purposely.
Yeah, that's been-
Yo, bro,
To be a-
you should have known that not even
Exactly.
30 days in. You should have
Exactly.
waited till 9
Yeah,
months.
exactly.
You know.
Look, either she messed with somebody else, or or she done went through that phone and saw some shit.
Something.
And then
Yeah, caught you.
You can't get
He's not, look, honestly, he's not telling you the whole story because there's other parts.
We missing pieces. We
I
missing
believe that
pieces.
there is, but the question was just based on like signs that you have grown a relationship and you are over your mate, and to me that is one of them.
That
to
is
me,
a
like,
sign.
One of the highest ones.
That's no off the rip.
Which I don't want.
If you go 30 days, 30 days, and you in a relationship and you living with and you not getting that.
Yeah, that's
nigga,
a long time.
hold on, wait a
went
minute.
30
You gonna act quiet? It's like,
nah.
what you doing? What you
I was about to
okay?
say shit.
No, not even hitting nobody else neither.
But married
just
you're
went
in
to
the
30
same
days.
house
Yeah,
together.
like-
30 days is no. That's ridiculous.
I've went 30 days before.
Did
Without
y'all
advance?
Not currently. Not
Did
currently.
y'all cohabitate together? Were y'all cohabitating together at that time?
Oh
Wow.
no, yeah,
It's
that's
a whole
ridiculous.
30 days with no advances on either side. Like a
I've
rejection
I've done that before. Yeah.
with rejection.
What does that mean? What-
That means
That means
like
somebody
you're
tried,
trying
just
to
ain't
get
get
it.
it.
Like,
No,
Okay.
never no rejection.
Okay,
Just you
okay.
know, everyday life. You know, men go through depression and shit too. Men be
Facts.
down too. Like mentally, sometimes. Like when I was really trying to get myself together, I wasn't even tripping off no ass. Like, and
Exactly.
then if she's asking like why we ain't fucking, why we ain't doing this, you must got somebody else. That just adds to it. So that's probably another week, 2 weeks right there. You ain't getting none. Like we go through
We're not
shit,
in a relationship together.
but we
so
still got shit we go. It's mental for us too sometimes.
I'm not saying that it's not. I get that.
I can see what he's saying. I can see what he's saying because you got everyday life. Like he's got a business on, he's running his business, and it's other things that you're dealing with out in the world. You know what I mean? And sometimes when you get home, you just want to crash.
You just be.
I know. I was married for 20 years. I mean,
But
I
not
was
30.
with my
I can't.
15 years, 20 altogether. But what I'm saying is to be in the house with this person 30 days straight and
And
no
not fuck?
intimacy. I'll change
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Because
That's
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem right there.
Why is
Like,
it
how do I?
It's unacceptable.
Yes, it's very much
she
unacceptable.
didn't reduce it to sex. She didn't reduce it to that. She said intimacy. 30 days in this bitch, and you are not trying to caress nor hold or intimacy.
kiss.
Well, sometimes
I've been in that
intimacy
position.
is more
To
than
me, it's
that's
a
too
problem
much.
for me,
Yeah, that's
and
too
I feel
much.
like I got to talk to you now. Like we
That's too
good,
much.
and if you tired, believe me, I'm the most tiredest person they make. I fall asleep. You would imagine the shit that happens for me because I'm tired all the time, right? But I think
You fall
that
asleep doing sex?
no, I didn't
Oh,
say that.
I thought you.
I was drunk.
No,
I was drunk and passed out during sex.
and I'm responding to what you said. You said you come in and you beat. I can see beat in the person's face, and I wouldn't force it. I wouldn't. Some people will, and I know some people who will call me. This is an analogy coming. Who will call me? I work night shift, right? I work day shift and night shift. So the days that I work day shift and night shift, and I get off and I'm off, and I go to sleep, a person will categorically call me at the same hour I go to sleep, and then they argue with me that you don't never answer the phone. Never. So for me to see that you're beat and come at you and try to get some ass, that's ridiculous. And people do that. You know what I'm saying? But if I am responsible and responsive to you as my mate, and I see that you being tired, that would be the last thing that I would do. Now, when you get your energy up, you take your power pellet, my nigga. Come see me.
Yeah.
And if you do not, we need to speak.
Okay.
And if you're tired, then I could just come and lay with you. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be like
Yeah,
we said.
intimate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Intimacy.
Intimacy.
I mean, you
To-
live together.
to-
I would hope that you're.
No, I'm saying you don't want to talk about going 30 days without doing anything. So I'm saying to you, that's a problem. Like,
Yeah, but so we living together. You still can, like you say, intimacy
Right.
is different. I'm talking about straight
Sex.
fucking.
just
Okay.
fucking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna need that too.
Yeah, I'm still struggling.
Because
I like to be right on
Here's
my
what I know
feet.
about women. Here's what I know about women and
Okay.
men.
Okay.
Women's sexual appetite increases as they get older.
Facts.
Sir,
This
yes,
is a
sir.
fact.
Yes, sir.
Men's sexual appetite
Decreases.
decreases. So for me, it's other things on my mind that I'm worried about. I'm worried about the security, financially, mentally, everything of my home, and the things that go along with it. For women, they want that work. Y'all act like y'all don't want that work, but women wants that work all day.
Yo.
And listen, so that is a disclaimer for those young men who think they want an older woman. When you think you want an older woman and you come in and you checking for us, please understand that. So all that, I'm tired and
Facts.
we're not going for that. And for real, it is human nature for us to want that strong. No, that strong back.
But why do y'all act like?
Hold on, look. Batman said if she got head skills, we ain't
because
going
it
for
is affiliated with a younger man. That strong back and that longevity. Because for real, you old niggas only last about one.
I agree with that. So y'all don't even get in my inbox.
So we associate that. So all these young men who trying to see what time it is with me, understand one thing.
She needs to be fucked.
Know what I mean?
Hey, that's what's up.
Like, nigga, multiple.
Hey, so let me ask you this, Kiki, real quick. Well, let me ask y'all. So, knowing that women's sexual appetite increases, right, and men's decreases, why do women be trying to act so hard to get with the cheeks?
Ooh.
I know this. I know, yeah, for real, you wants that work. It don't have to be from me. You might not want to work from me, but I'm just saying, I know women wants that work. I know that shit for a fact.
Because we picky though. I'm picky. I want that work, but I'm very picky.
Okay.
Like, and I think just because you're offering it, I don't gotta fucking take it. Cause I, in my brain, already be feeling like I cannot see this nigga on me, or I could not see me giving this nigga this, or I could not see his face. I don't want to see this nigga nut face. I don't want to. You don't look like
Really?
you can fuck.
Is nut
You don't look like,
face?
bro.
Is
All
nut
this
face?
long hair. He probably not working with nothing. Like, and he all that stuff is in my head. Like, I don't like how he walk. Like, there's certain things. Like, I don't want to, bro. One time,
damn, you really be thinking all of that shit.
Wait a minute. Do you know within the first
couple?
Well, I want to say, if you meet a person the first day or two, do you know this is the person that you would fuck him or not?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
This is the person you would
talking.
Oh, they say
that's
shit.
for me.
They talk themselves out of so much pussy.
the panties be at my
They
knees,
talk
and you start
themselves out of
talking.
so much
now they
pussy.
up above my head. Like, bro,
Really? So you say we talk ourselves out of some. I know I done did it. I talk myself out of some.
I did it
You know what I mean?
when I was single. I did it all the
lot.
time. But you know the sad part about it is I talked myself out of it because I was being truthful and I was being real.
And that part, that what kills me, because if I'm being honest and I'm telling you exactly
but then
what
the
I'm
person is
at.
being honest with you if that's not what they want.
Okay.
Right,
I mean-
but so now you get a fake nigga, right? Now you gonna get a fake nigga that's going play by the playbook that you gave him, and he getting that ass.
Still don't get no ass either.
Shit, nigga gonna play that
Still
playbook.
don't
That
get
nigga
no
is
ass
touchdown,
either. I mean,
game over, Super Bowl, and everything.
It's all selective. I mean, and then some.
did you get all of this
people,
thing?
if you
Did you
wanna,
look at this?
it's some people. If you just wanna, if like we was talking about earlier, some people just wanna today, and they not thinking about tomorrow. Again, it all depends on the type of female you're dealing with. If you tell me, I appreciate when people tell me what they want up front and how they want to.
But then he's dead.
Because
you can't get no cookies.
But that gives me what I need. Then you want me to be tree boxing you?
Hey, listen. If he's single, then fucking tree box.
Damn, man.
But
The
I'm
word
just
for
saying,
the
it's
day.
crazy.
I don't want that for myself. I want I don't just want to be fucking somebody, you know.
But it's crazy.
You want it to be leading to something, or it has to be.
gotta give something
under
back.
the parameters that I'm willing to live under. Everybody have their different parameters, their different views of relationship. And Kiki can tell you, I'm very open minded about relationships. You know what I'm saying? My parents had a poly relationship back 30 years ago.
Yeah.
This is interesting.
So at the time, I didn't. What the fuck y'all doing? You know, was my thing, but. My mother, a lot of y'all don't know, today is a Buddhist nun.
She is.
So my mother took the path to enlightenment. And my mother no longer wanted to do the things with my father that she entered into the marriage doing.
Right.
So she didn't feel that it was proper to keep him from doing those things. So she allowed him to have another mate in the house. I didn't understand the shit then. Today I do understand it.
You do?
I do, but it's not for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
you understand.
See,
That's the difference. That's a big difference.
So I appreciate those people who want to do that, and I can't even say at 50 years old. Now I never been married. I never had none of that stuff. Who knows what I might want to do later in life? But I do have an understanding for that. I have an understanding for people who want. If you can afford more than one wife, have it. You know what I'm saying? It's. I'm not against any of those type of things, but at this point in my life, it's just not the type of situation that I want to be in. Probably because I've never been in a situation where I actually started from the beginning and built something with someone that lasted a period of time, buying a house and doing like all those things that happen when you marry someone, or all of that.
Yep.
So I really, I ain't got that many more times around the sun, but those are things that I would like to experience, actually building a foundation that a meaningful one,
In a general
with
sense,
someone.
too.
Yeah.
I feel you.
I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
I feel you.
that's-
What about, I have a question
Okay.
for the ladies. Could you all do an open relationship?
No, I couldn't.
Could you do an open relationship?
Pointless for me.
It's pointless?
For me.
So
I'm wavering. I'm wavering.
Because I can stir the pot behind this.
Come on.
Stir the pot
I'm
behind
wavering
this.
a little bit, only because I was married and did the long term and took a lot of my life. And I don't know. I'm kind of open to it a little bit, but then I just don't know how it would play out. You know what I mean? Like, as time goes on, how would it play out? But I mean, I wouldn't just say no.
I'm going to back up to what she said. I would not, because I have not had the traditional relationship where things grew into something, and I'm married and we're blah blah blah, and I was in a relationship with someone for 13 years, but that was 13 years in my youth, and I lived with him and we played the married thing, and that shit didn't happen the way I wanted. That it didn't turn out the way I envisioned it, because we were very young and we were growing in a relationship and we grew apart. And he was a cheating hoe, but I have not had that traditional thing. I've not bought a house with nobody. I've not lived in a house in a home. I do not have a man to call my own. That traditional thing has not happened for me yet. So for me to skip that and to go into some three stuff, I can't do it.
Okay, well, I get that. So, I mean, but he was saying it's an open relationship. You were speaking about an open relationship and speaking on dealing. Would you have an open relationship? And I think some of you women are having an open relationship.
Right, exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? And
I don't even know. I agree.
What he said,
I agree.
but it's what it is.
I agree.
If you're sleeping with somebody and that's just your relationship, because remember you said those are relationships.
That's a relationship.
That's a relationship.
It's a fucking relationship.
But that's an open relationship.
Yes, it is.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
and
it
in order
is.
when you're in these relationships, it takes communication. But yeah, you're in an open relationship.
Open
And the same goes for dudes.
relationship doesn't lend to the what changes the dynamic of that is the one party saying, I'm exclusively doing everything with you. That's when the open relationship becomes tricky.
Yeah, it's that gray area.
It's one thing if both people say, all right, Tuesday is our day, but the rest of the time I'm doing my shit. And that's one thing. But once you say, oh, I'm only... that changes the whole dynamic of it.
But does that either or? So if a man looks and says, "Well, I only want to sleep with you now," you know what I mean? He implies that on you, but you're not ready. You know what I mean? I think that's where that divide comes in, and that problem. And especially as a man, for me, if a woman looked at me and told me that, well, I'm not fucking with nobody else, just you. That's gonna turn me off, and I'm gonna push you away.
It is.
I'm gonna push you away. I'm
It's
done.
gonna do that
I'm
with
done
me
because
too.
that's not what I wanted.
Yes.
And I know where you're going with it,
Yes.
and with your feelings after that. And you're
Yes.
gonna start.
And you know
and
what?
You're gonna
That's
want more.
very admirable. And the woman
Yes.
may not feel that way.
Yes.
She
Yes.
may not feel that was
Yes.
an admirable thing you did, but
But
that
it
is
is.
very admirable because I do that shit. That's how I live. I don't even many of my male friends will tell you we can't even hang out one-on-one.
Okay.
Because you're gonna like me.
You know this.
And
I think I've heard that from you
I
before.
cannot give you what you're looking for.
Yep.
So to spare you, from getting your feelings hurt later.
Let's cut this short right now. Let's not do that.
It's my due diligence. I feel like when a guy does that for a female, it hurt right now.
But he's accountable.
But you save them from themselves
Yeah.
because
Yep.
But women don't see it,
It
that
don't
way.
matter.
They don't see it
It
that
don't
way.
matter.
You still a fucked up person.
More men
Yeah.
more
and I
men should be
think
fucked up.
that
More
in
men
the
should be
long
fucked up, yeah.
run, it gives you a second pass because
You
you
was
were
honest.
straight up
Yep.
and you
Yeah.
was honest.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I
And see,
mean?
that's where I talk myself out of a lot of panties at. Being too honest. I'm telling you. Yeah.
I mean,
But I don't
deal-
think it's
so.
that. I don't listen to me. Let me tell you something. I don't really think it's that. On that particular day, probably yes. But one thing I can say about you,
Oh my God!
Is that
This is honest.
no? That you honest. You an honest person. You stick to your guns. You a stand up person.
Yeah.
You don't bullshit nobody and all that. And for real, that give you passes. It may not be today. It may not be 10 years from now. It may, but when a person think about you, they can say,
at least he was honest with
he
me, and I
was
respect
straight
that.
up. I don't gotta worry about the bullshit. He gonna tell me what it is. And that's after 20 people who haven't done the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But it's the standout, and sometimes it's hard being the standout. It is.
I know for myself,
love
it's
it.
hard. It's hard because people, you know what I mean, they hold that against you. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you
can't
being
care
honest with
about
them. And, yo, at that time, they don't want to look at, yo, I'm being honest with you. I'm saving you. I'm saving your feelings. I'm being nah, at this point, you a fucked up motherfucker. Yeah. And I ain't fucking with you no
that's
more.
their
All right, cool.
problem.
That's
But I got some people that have been cool after the fact. You know what I mean?
But
And,
see-
and you know what I mean? The way we handle it, yeah.
A lot of y'all give too much care about that, and then you do other things that look differently
What do you
because
mean?
you don't want to hurt their feelings.
Like?
You allow all this to go on. You allow the bitch to keep saying whatever. You allow her to keep blah blah blah, and you don't even want them to do all of that. Instead of just inserting yourself like he would and say, "Look, check this out. I cannot return those feelings. Like, please, we have to cut this off. We cannot
Okay,
hang
so
out
then-
one on
so
one.
then you
done did
You
it.
will, and whatever I feel, whatever the woman feels behind your honesty is not your fucking business.
But if
So
a man
we-
doesn't want to say nothing to you, then you're a weaker man and you're gullible. You're going to go for anything. That's just the way I see it. You're going to go for a lot of different things. I need to be honest with you up front and tell you what this is because it can get to become a even worse situation if you let it manifest and grow into something.
Sometimes men like the benefits that come along.
They
with
do.
it.
They like the
Everybody
toe in.
don't-
Yeah, but then you
don't
coming
want
with the benefits, but now you ain't looking at the repercussions that's going to happen behind getting these benefits.
Because you can't
You know
control
what I mean?
how I rock.
Nah,
Like, if
so-
I come and knock this shit down, I feel like I got the room to do it. Then
If
you
I'm
have
gonna
to
be
deal
honest
with
with
that.
you, but if I'm gonna be honest with you and tell you what it is, and I'm gonna keep being honest and keep telling you this is what it is, this is what it
But
is.
then you
this is
have
what
to
it is,
act
this is
it.
what
You
it is.
have to. Your
It's your
actions
choice
have
to
to
stay or
follow.
go.
Your actions have to follow your words. You can't be fucking me and saying. You can't be taking me
keep
off.
fucking
You
it.
can't keep fucking me and saying what you're saying.
Why not? That's what we started off.
That's what we agreed upon. that.
No. Real back, because that's not the same situation we're talking. He's saying that he's telling the person, I'm cutting you off. I don't really return these
I'm
feelings.
not
da-da-da."
fucking with you like
Now,
that. I'm
so
not looking for a
but I'm
relationship
telling
with you.
him
Who's your
how
fucking?
the lines get blurred is if you say I'm not fucking with you yet, you're fucking me.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
that's
and-
what we
But
been
that's what
doing.
we've been doing. That's how we got
That's
together.
what we
We
been
started
doing.
kicking it and we were
But you know
smashing.
it's different, right? Y'all just said.
She
Yeah.
know too. We just had a conversation.
No, but
She
you
still
taking
coming over my house.
you taking that
Now I'm
same
done with
we're out of that conversation. She's
Okay.
saying that people who are trying to talk to her, and she's saying I cannot hang with you. Tone, you said, or OT or whoever she's giving these kudos to about you saying no, I cannot, and you the words are matching your actions, but when the words don't match, that's where the confusion comes in. There. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I got what you're saying. I follow
You
now.
cannot
fucking.
give me the boot and then fuck me. You can't.
I don't agree with that.
So you said, but if I can't tell you, I can't.
Because that's how we started.
Y'all, they're mixing up. You guys are mixing up. You're mixing up the scenario.
Yeah, I got to be mixing
Yeah.
something
Mixing the
because if
scenarios
we've been
up.
fucking, we've
See,
been fucking.
no, we not. No one's talking about if you're
Okay.
fucking. If someone is not to your liking, they trying to pursue you, like she said.
Okay,
And
okay.
she told them, "Scoot, like I don't hang out with dudes that blah blah blah." And she puts
Okay.
that block up and sticks to it. It would be remiss for her to double back and then send a titty picture behind
No, you
her,
can't do that.
kicking a nigga.
You can't. You playing with a nigga. You playing with a nigga. You can't do
I
that.
thought
You
you
can't do that.
said you can't keep giving me the D.
No. He's saying I told her over and over again that I ain't fucking with her, and I'm saying, but then a lot of men
Well,
will
no, I
double
didn't say
back.
that. I'm saying I didn't want a relationship.
That's what I'm saying.
Right,
But
right.
I'm saying that people who say that out their mouth,
We fuck
their actions
buddies.
are different. Are you saying somebody you fucking?
Yeah, we fuck buddies. We talking about I'm fuck buddies.
You
And
understand what I'm trying to say,
I get what you're saying.
agree.
So I get what T-Mac was saying. Is like, yo,
Okay.
when I first meet somebody and I'm not feeling you, I'm gonna tell you this is what it is. I can't.
You were talking about a fuck buddy, but you're telling the fuck buddy you don't have any feelings. No feelings are involved. We don't have no feelings.
Okay.
Your fuck buddy's getting feelings.
Okay.
Right. You know this.
Okay.
You're accountable.
You just said I keep telling her. But why do you keep telling her? Just stop fucking her.
So where's her responsibility? If she knows that I don't want
That's
to,
why both people are responsible.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you.
You know that I have feelings, and you keep
But
fucking
in
me.
that particular case, someone has to be even more responsible.
Yes.
When
Do
you
what the
understand,
other can't do.
This is how I live my life. When I understand how someone feels about me, and I know it's not reciprocated, I take the responsibility because now I know how you feel about me, and I know I cannot give you what you're looking for.
Okay.
So we cannot. I put the onus on myself to do that. And if more people did that, it would be less. It'd be hurt feelings at first, less later. Like you don't draw that out.
Yes. I got you, and I understand. I think I'm getting mixed up where I'm saying we are already fucking, right? Mm-hmm. We're already dealing with each other. Yeah, we're already dealing with each other, and now I'm telling you, hey, look, we agreed that we was just gonna be humping. And now you're saying, well, now I'm feeling you more than that. You're saying that the responsibility should be on me to stop having sex with you.
No, I'm saying he's from
what
Tone was saying. Because Tone was saying that he said
it's both people's responsibility. She's saying to leave you alone and for you to leave her alone. If this is confusion, that's what she's saying.
So you're saying we because like you said, we fucking.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you come to me now and say, yo, I'm feeling, but nah, I don't want that. That's not what we agreed upon.
Right.
If we in the beginning when I'm dealing with somebody, we have certain conversations.
Exactly.
Right. So we're very clear. And it's like a contract to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
as adults.
And we're consenting adults, we're fucking and all that, and this is what we agree upon.
Right.
You can't come to me back later and be like, yo, I'm trying to have a relationship. That's not what we talked about in the beginning.
Right.
That's
I
what
agree.
I'm holding you to what you said in the beginning.
I agree.
And we're gonna do it.
But what I'm saying is, if we come back and have this conversation a second time, a third time, a fourth time, you know what I'm saying? You have to take some responsibility in it too. Now I have to take responsibility because I'm being fucked, but you have to take responsibility in it too because you know that I want a relationship from you. You know this already, but you keep fucking me knowing that you're not giving me that.
They get annoyed because I'm still saying how I feel about you.
That's
an L.
You come to my house, you pull up on me, and now you try to suck my dick off.
You gotta take it.
I'm just saying, y'all can't just be like,
you got some good dick too. Good. I definitely would.
So we might back to the original agreement.
But y'all was just saying how all y'all do. I keep telling her, and she still. But y'all both keep running the same circle.
I see what you.
Y'all both keep running the same circle.
You saying the man take the lead and just stop fucking her, right?
If you're getting upset about me coming to you,
annoyed,
you're mad that I constantly come to you talking about I want to be in a relationship, I want to just be with you. You're like, come on, man, bitch, we just fucking. You have to keep having this conversation with me. Then why don't you just leave me alone? That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't get upset. No doubt. Of course. That's why we both here. That's why we both here. But at the same time that you can't get upset.
But
you can't get upset. Then don't bitch. When I'm coming to you talking about I want a relationship. You can't have it both ways.
They're going
we have a relationship. It's called open relationship.
They're gonna bitch.
I'm just saying. That's why y'all calls get keyed up and shit. Is all I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to tell you.
Up so I ain't got to pay for it no more.
Yo.
Man, this 2 hours done roll
past.
Bye.
You know what I mean? Good conversation.
I thank T-Mac for staying because she initially was supposed to leave at 10. Uncle Tim, I'm going to call you in a few minutes, Uncle Tim.
You know what I mean? I want to thank OT. I want to thank Mickey. I want to thank all y'all for coming in here this morning. T-Mac, thank y'all for coming in here and having this conversation. Y'all.
I need to do one thing.
What that is?
Stop right now. Everybody stop right now. Like and share. Poof.
Like and share. I want to shout out to K9. PG K9 for having the Grammys this weekend. I went to that joint. It was good to see grown adults.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Clean, dress to dress. Versus when you go to an event and you niggas is jeans and sneakers and to see somebody dressed up, no cuts allowed. Just get dressed up and have a grown, sexy good time. Dope. Shout out to K9 for that. I had a ball. I'll see y'all next year.
Vote. You
Please.
can vote for us
every day
from different devices. Y'all probably have seen all 13 of my posts every day about voting. You will continue to see them until November 30th at midnight. The tickets for the Rippies are on sale. If you guys want to come up and celebrate and meet us and meet the cast and the other people you may follow on Rip Radio, come up and buy your tickets and pull up and support us.
Here's what I'm gonna say. That will be the only time that you will ever get to meet White Man.
That's it.
It's the only time you're gonna meet baby wipes. If you come to the Rippies, and then look, you have to come to the Rippies. You have to come to the Rippies, and that's the only way that you're gonna be able to meet white man. You're not gonna see him on no nothing. You're never gonna see him.
Nothing.
And you get $5 off when you get your ticket, man. So come to the Rippies. Shout out, vote every day. I mean, yo, this is what we do. Real talk, and get your $5 off. Come down there, come hang out with us, chop it up. Yeah, let's bring it home for the 3-peat. Kiki. Oh, Black Tigers this weekend.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? I know all you niggas have been arguing with your ladies and females arguing with your man. Y'all are not arguing, y'all not speaking. So y'all gonna be in Black Tigers acting all the way ignorant. And I'm gonna watch all y'all niggas with the good eye. Like,
and catch the show after, because you think this paper was full today.
Well, we're gonna have the Tigers back in here. We're gonna have the Tigers back in here on Monday, so we can talk about the weekend that happened. But the key phrase for this week
is tree boxing.
Tree boxing is the word. Govern yourselves accordingly this week, man. I see y'all this weekend, man. Yo, Saturday, get your ass to Black Tigers. Kiki and I, Real Talk Uncensored, is going to be on the stage. What we
hosting?
Oh, I hope they got that BTDT on.
For Tiger Talk. Hey,
I'm gonna have to
y'all get y'all some. Been there and done that gear. I will be rocking it. I got some on now. T-Mac has got some on. He's got some on. OT, get out of them. Been there, done that.
Been there, done that, man. Go. You can Google them. You can find them on Facebook. You can find them. Where else can we find you at, OT? Instagram. You can find them. Get that gear. You see the ladies rocking the gear. It's some hot shit, niggas. This is what it is, man. Black business, what we support.
Love y'all. Thank y'all. See y'all next Monday.
Week. Peace.
Thank y'all.